Good morning. My name is Cody, and welcome to another edition of our Safari Week 2026 streams. You are watching Bulba Garden Twitch. Thank you for showing up. And good morning, or good day, Normans, wherever you might be. For those of you who do not remember or do not know me, my name is Cody, adjective Cody. You can call me Cody. I am an occasional streamer and multimedia team member here for Bulba Garden. And I will be picking up the reins here for today's Safari Week stream. And for those of you who might not be familiar with the event, Safari Week is essentially a, I think, 10-day and a week plus long event where the goal is to catch as many full odds shinies in the Safari Zone, or Safari Zone equivalents, as possible. We've been going every day so far since last Friday, I wanted to say, since it started on the 17th. I don't know that anyone on our team has caught a shiny yet, but for the next 3-ish hours, if you'll strap in and join me here in the Great Marsh, in the well-received, lovely, everyone enjoyed it, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, perhaps our luck will turn, and I will turn that shiny count 0 into a shiny count 1. And if someone has caught a shiny, they haven't told me. But other than that, hello, welcome. I used to stream a lot more, then I went back to school last fall, and now I'm old and tired. But I still drag my butt out for these fun events like this, so I live. But yeah, the next 3 hours will be me talking to you, chat, while I wander into the mud and then just use Sweet Scent a lot. Spoilers. Oh darn, first one wasn't a shiny. But yeah, welcome on in. It's nice to see people again. Where is theirs? And to get used to, I have the counter here, so that becomes a 1. And then I run. Yeah, I will also not be using voice chat for this particular one if anyone from the staff drops in. Just because last time I used it, it was kind of a nightmare, and I don't think my home internet has the bandwidth for that at the moment while also streaming. So just be my dulcet tones. Good morning, Poke Delta. Yeah, I don't believe anyone has. I've been keeping an eye on the Discord, our Discord at least. And I don't think anyone has run in, like, shouting, like, hey, I found one. But, okay, a couple thoughts here as I start. I'm totally gonna miss an encounter. Like, I'm gonna not hit the button. Sweet Scent, though, great idea. Thank you, Internet. This is way faster than wandering, and I don't have to worry about running out of steps, so that was good. Let's see. My goal here today, any shiny be lovely. I cheated and peeked before stream went live. Carnivine. I went to an area that had a Carnivine just because it was the most interesting thing in the binoculars today. And then after I looked in the binoculars, I looked at a Carnivine shiny. It's not that great, but it'd be a unique shiny if I found it. Otherwise, we're getting a Wooper or Marill, maybe a Starly. But I don't care. Any shiny, it would be a lovely. Also, fun fact, 'cause it's been a while, I forgot how to clip things, so I looked at that up, did my research on that. I am so out of practice on streaming. Yeah, the worst part about streaming is getting ready for streaming. The second worst part about streaming is when nothing goes right streaming. Live technical difficulties are the scariest thing. The third worst part about streaming is that Sweet Scent is not the top option, and I don't think there's a shortcut for it. But looking at my encounters per minute rate here, we're gonna get a good amount. We're gonna definitely go into the triple digits easily. Like I said, we'll be here for about 3 hours more or less, depending on how I'm feeling. I have a hard out eventually because I do have to go to work in 5 hours. But until then, I have some time. But yeah, I would love to be the first Bulba Garden shiny for the week. Also, dark, intrusive thought. I'm scared that we'll go the entire week without encountering one shiny, because that's how math works. odds aren't fair. Just because we do like 8,000 encounters doesn't mean that we're guaranteed a shiny. It's cruel. Yeah, I looked into that one. I think that's a lot more viable in the older games. Movement in this game is kind of janky because it's built on the 2D like up, down, left, right grid that the original one was, just to show you. So you can go left, right, up, down. It's a lot slower with that, I think, anyway, but also like you can move 360 in this game too, so it makes it a lot easier when I was testing it to just tap the joystick or double tap the D-pad, and then I took a step that I didn't want to. And the last thing I want to do today, other than not find a shiny, the last thing I want to do is not find a shiny. The second to last thing I want to do today is run out of steps. If I run out of steps, I've done something horribly wrong. Also, I didn't look up any other shiny designs other than Carnivines for the Great Marsh here, for what I could catch. So I don't know what, like, subjectively the coolest shiny I could get is. Psyduck, Wooper, Starly, B-Barrel. That's all I remember. And Carnivine. Might be forgetting one. But I know Wooper's pink, because I've seen that in other stuff before. I do not remember. I think Psyduck's blue, which would be a pretty good one. Yeah, I don't know Starly. I don't know B-Barrel. I think Psyduck or a yeah, I like Psyduck. Psyduck or the Carnivine just because it's rare would be cool. Also, I'm not gonna ask anyone to do this, but definitely note how many times I forget to update the encounter count. Oops. Oh no, you're not. The wrong button. Don't you dare catch. Don't you dare. Don't you do it. Ugh. Now people are gonna think I caught a shiny because I threw a ball. No. Go to the box. Embarrassment. Alright, if I didn't have a very highly specific setup right now. Oh, Quagsires here too. That'd be one accidental ball throw. We have 30 balls. I want to keep a few of them for if I actually get a shiny. Super. Why doesn't B work on run? I have to down A every time. This could be further optimized. But yeah, let's see. So since... Ooh, Badoo's here too. Yeah. I guess I'm just lucky. But yeah, since this is just me talking, and insanity, let's catch me up on, everyone up on me, but not me, me, Cody. So yeah, my long history. I've been a multimedia team member for almost a decade now, I think. I started back in 2017 or 2018. But yeah, I started doing like video editing stuff, some graphic stuff too, which I still do. I put out the, or I threw together the graphics for our Safari Week this week. Threw that together in like an hour. But yeah, I did a lot of behind the scenes stuff. And then when Pokemon Stadium was announced for the Switch Online, Stadium 1 and 2, I finally boldly took the step to becoming in front of the camera, personality guy. To make a long story short, I did for a couple of years, few years, I don't even remember how many years, I did Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 streams with what's called a rental randomizer. So I used the rental Pokemon provided by the game, which are across the board pretty bad. And I used RNG to select my team, and then if they lost, they went to the garbage bin, and I picked a new team. And I did that for several years, beating my head against the wall until I quote-unquote beat both those games. So that was the majority of my streaming career here. I did a couple other smaller stuff, and I've done a lot of the charity events and other fun special occasion streams. But as of right now, I'm definitely the Pokemon Stadium guy. I put a lot of hours into that. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise, but Pokemon Stadium cheats. It cheats bad. It cheats like my encounter cheats here, which I'm clearly not getting all of them. Sweet Scent is good. It's a lot faster than I expect it would be. So it's going for speed here, but I'm going to sacrifice some accuracy on the encounter count. But you can forgive me if it leads to a shiny quicker. Also, oh, my actual number one I don't want this to happen fear is that I run from a shiny, because I'm going too fast. If I do that, I will release myself from the party. That'd be the worst thing. That's bad. It'd be a great clip, a hilarious clip, but oh my god, I would die. I feel like I missed like 10. Alright, every time I hit Sweet Scent, I have to change the encounter thing. I have to make that muscle memory or I'm gonna forget. But yeah, to finish my history though. So yeah, as a Pokemon Stadium guy, I did a Detective Pikachu Returns run last summer. That was kind of my swan song for full-time streaming for the time being, because I went back to grad school in the fall. I am halfway there. I'm going back again next month to finish up. It's only a 2-year degree I'm going for. But I'm going to go be a librarian and actually have a career and money and hopefully my own house and lots of things that adults should have. So that's nice. But yeah, I made the hard decision that mentally I needed a break from streaming regularly while also doing everything else. So yeah, that's what I did. But I still pop up for the occasional one-off like these. I can't quit you streaming. I can't quit you chat. But yeah, that is where I've been. But yeah, we did the, I forget what event we did in spring, but I showed up for that, and that was fun. Oh, the anniversary, that's right, because I played Sword and Shield, my least favorite gen, basically. But I still had fun. And now here I am for Safari Week. That sounds very dry, but important. Best of luck, Normans. God, I cannot talk and count at the same time. It's like patting my head and rubbing my tummy. Alright, no one tell me how many encounters I haven't counted. It's gonna be an impressive number anyway. If I go over 999, I'll actually have to stretch it. I don't think I'm gonna go that far in 3 hours, but we'll see. But yeah, being an adult is tiring. Oh yeah, also, I can tell you about the, I'll gloss over it, but yeah, I almost decided to come back, for like a mini-series this summer. I'm glad I didn't, because I've had a very exhausting summer. But I was gonna do possibly a Fire Red Leaf Green, or maybe like an XD run, because they've added a lot of new games to Switch Online since last summer for Pokemon, or Switch, period. But I decided not to for my own mental recovery. I'm glad I did. Yeah, I'll say it. Alright, so in early June, our family dog passed away very suddenly out of nowhere. She was almost 12, so she wasn't particularly young. It was, you know, not that surprising in hindsight, but it was like within 48 hours she went from fine to sick to gone. And that hit me really hard, and that would have definitely impacted my ability to stream. I would not have been in the mood for it, and that's kind of just put a whole, understandable, but like a damper on my summer. So yeah, that sucked a lot. I've been busy with work, which is unsurprising because the library's busiest time of the year is the summer. That one I expected. And then also, this month has been, because I live in Michigan, fun fact for those of you who did not know, and we've been hit by our annual wildfires, wildfire smoke, sorry. Every year now since 2023, and I guess this is just a recurring thing until the end of time now. But Canada and or northern U.S., north of us, catches on fire. For reasons. And the wildfire smoke that's generated from these extraordinarily large fires blows down and affects us, and it sucks. And last Thursday, our area was the most polluted area on the planet. We had like an air quality thing in the 600s, when if it hits 300, it's like, don't go outside, don't breathe this. So that sucked. The nice weather we had for June and like the first week of July has quickly gone up in smoke. Chuckle. But yeah, that has been rough. I miss when summer was just nice and normal and Canada didn't catch on fire every year. So I'm tired. I'm so tired. But it's alright. No more bad things. Only good things. That's the bad things there about this video game I'm playing. But yeah, that's why, to make a long story short though, that's why I'm glad I didn't do a full-time streaming thing, because I would have been dead on my feet, basically. Although I probably could have done something like this. Maybe I become like the shiny hunter of Bulba Garden. This is, relatively low effort, mentally. Although I'd have to talk to everyone all week, or every week. I don't know how much I could talk about. I'd have to actually get better internet and do a Discord call, maybe. But no, I think I pride myself on being pretty good at talking to myself. And talking to chat is just one step away from talking to yourself. So I'm not bad. Not bad at all. And shiny hunting could be fun. I mean, the act of shiny hunting isn't fun. I would argue most of it isn't fun. Ooh. Okay, Snowy's got me beat. he's the shiny hunter. Yeah, I don't think in most cases the act of shiny hunting is actually enjoyable. I don't know if this is a hot take. I think again, it's like the thrill of it can be fun. Because, like, the dull moments like this right now, where that's not a shiny, they all accumulate so that when you actually get the shiny, then it's just like a euphoric release, and it's like, whoa! Happy moment. I practice my happy moment celebrations a little bit, so hopefully I have a nice, genuine, great one for clippable reasons. But yeah, I feel like this is also, though, the definition of insanity. Especially doing it full odds. Like, no shiny charm, no, oh yeah, Emmy does it too. Man, I'm terrible. I knew all these things. I could be the full odd shiny guy. I could do this every week, expecting nothing. But yeah, I definitely knew all of that. I've just completely forgotten because I have so much going on. Yeah, unfortunately, I just don't have the time to keep up with all of my fellow compatriots' streams. Not anymore. I used to be a lot better about following along. But I still pop up when I can. I'm fun fact, I'm an A+ lurker. If I was in chat right now, I probably wouldn't have said anything. Just be vibing along, which is why, as a streamer, I will always respect the lurker. I see you there in chat right now, just listening to me, but not wanting to say anything. I respect you. It's perfectly fine. If you want to chat, I love it. But if you don't want to chat, I love that too. The more I get to know people, so like I can interact with, you know, like on my fellow streamer streams, I don't mind talking to them. But in my heart of hearts, I am a lurker. That's real rough. Now I've seen his clips where he has to, for whatever self-imposed reason, throw away a shiny basically, and those were brutal. But that's, yeah, I mean, it feels unfair, but that's just how RNG works. RNG says you could get like 3 shinies in a row, and that's technically possible. But RNG also says you could go 10,000 encounters without a shiny, even though the odds should say you get one. It's just not fair. Math ain't fair. But yeah, I also play a gacha, so I understand odds a little bit better now. And odds can be cruel. Yeah, I've never actually played, I I played Sun and Moon. I played Sun. I never actually got to the Ultra versions, but I imagine the SOS battles are similar. I think it was same across the board for those. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon had the surfing through dimensions, whatever. It changed the story up a bit. But yeah, more fun Cody facts. Sun and Moon's around the time I got burnt out on the, or started getting burnt out on the main series. Sun and Moon just weren't my favorites, and then Sword and Shield really weren't my favorites. I would in fact strongly call them my least favorite main games. Even though I love Britain I love the aesthetic, but like just the gameplay didn't do it for me. But I like Scarlet and Violet a lot more. I thought that was a lot more fun. I still haven't played Legend Za because I am tired and busy. But I like the Legends Arceus too. I think Arceus and Scarlet and Violet were a nice pivot into a direction I preferred. And then Winds and Waves looks pretty cool so far from the teaser. I just feel like Sword and Shield were the bottom of the barrel for me. It was just like too hand-holdy. Like they started on the exploration, but the wild area was whatever to me. And the story wasn't that great. I don't like Leon. I'm not going to rehash all this because I did that while I was playing Sword and Shield a few months ago, but it's just not my least favorite. But the games have been trending upward. They gave Winds and Waves an extra year. Bless them. Also, I missed the 6-7 joke. I'm terrible. Yeah, Winds and Waves got an extra year to cook in the oven. So I think that was a very, very good play by Game Freak. I can't believe they actually took a year. It's crazy. But I think it will help. And I look forward to that hype next year. But give it a year. But we're doing good. So we're at 70 here. So we should hit 100 around 30 after, I think? That's a wild guess. I have no idea. But at that rate, we could definitely hit over like 500, 600 encounters in this. Full odds are in this game 4,000 or whatever, basically. Was that 70? I don't remember. If I don't remember, I'm not counting it. 71. But yeah, if we hit 500, that'd give us like a 1 in 8 shot, if math was fair, of getting a shiny. Not the worst odds. And the more we can do, the better our odds incrementally increase. But yeah, if you're watching, do you have a favorite shiny out of any of the Pokemon we've seen so far here? So any of these ones that are potential for me. I think I've decided that Psyduck is my ideal shiny here. Carnivine would be cool because it's rarer. Also fun Carnivine fact that I love thanks to Bulbapedia that I'm pretty sure is still true, but James's Carnivine is the only Carnivine that ever showed up in the anime. Somehow. Like, they only had the one species. I guess it was the last of its kind. But yeah, that fact blew me away in Gen 4, like, 15 years ago, or 20 years ago, whenever that finished airing. And the longer it goes on, the crazier that fact gets. It's like they forgot it existed or just want to keep that gag going, that only James has a Carnivine. It's crazy, though. It's also a very cool... I feel like Carnivine's underrated. Carnivine needs a Mega or an Evolution or something. So I'm sure it's not viable at all for competitive, but like, Venus Flytrap, it's a cool design. Who doesn't like a Venus Flytrap? It's one of the more intimidating plants. I feel like they could make it bigger and scarier, or like, more intricate. Or just give it a sick Mega, where it's like, the mouth is huge. Pokemon does a pretty good job, in my opinion, of capturing plants. It's kind of a weird take, but I feel like, considering plants are plants, you know, ooh, that's a 1% find. That'd be a rare shiny. Forgot that was possible. Nice. But yeah, I think Pokemon does plants well. I got my Rosalia here. It's a cute little thing. The rose aesthetics in that line's pretty good. Carnivine, Venus Flytrap, pretty cool. Like, he's got the vines and then the clampy mouth. I think of like a Victory Bell, which is I'm never gonna remember the name of the plant, but you know what you see it. It's got the like acidic stomach thing that traps bugs or whatever. That's a cool plant. Vileplume is that big stinky mushroom thing that it's like huge in real life, and like it actually scares me. 'Cause I don't know, I feel like if I touch it, it's gonna eat me. Like, plants are cool. Sudowoodo is a genuine tree. I love it so much. Pitcher plant, thank you, yes. Like, nature, real life nature is insane, and Game Freak does a good job of pulling from that, I feel like. I wouldn't really call myself a plant guy, but I respect nature. And respect it from distance, because I'm very much an indoor cat for the most part. But I appreciate their designs. Like, throughout the years, Game Freak has always been very creative and clever with interpreting real-life designs. Not always, but a lot of the times. They've had some duds, too, but for every dud, there's a great one. Like, even with the games I don't like, they still have some A-plus Pokemon designs. I think they get lazy on the shinies, though. Not gonna lie. Sometimes the shinies, like, one shade different. It's like, come on, you could have just made it, like, hot pink. Like, whenever they come up with, like, no good design for a shiny, they should just make it hot pink. Or, like, lime green. Make it glow in the dark in some way. Shinies, they can't all have, like, basis in real life, like, designs. Sometimes you just gotta make them crazy. Oh yeah, another Cody fun fact. I don't know if you've noticed, but, this is very much not a completed file of, 86, this game. So yeah, my next objective is stop the spaceman in front of the ruins, because this was around, I think this was before Scarlet Violet. This was definitely the time when I was burnt out on Pokemon. But yeah, this is not a completed file. I am halfway through this game. I have like 4 batches. I dropped off this game rather hard. So yeah, just to prove I couldn't even have the shiny charm if I wanted. I am, if I have time someday, and maybe this should be what I stream, is my bog standard Brilliant Diamond playthrough, just to clean this up. But yeah, I very much have a lot of Pokemon to catch up on someday. This, Legends, CA, ZA, and then I never finished the last DLC from Scarlet Violet. I streamed a couple of those once upon a time, I think for charity streams? I think it was just me playing Pokemon to catch Pokemon or pass the time, I don't remember. I'm old and I've done so many of these. Also, another debate I've had, which is going to be really funny if this ends up... this will get archived. It will go on to our hashtag ad new VOD channel on YouTube. Bulbagarden has a VOD channel, video on demand channel for all of our Twitch streams after you've watched them. But if you'd still like to go back and watch them, or if you missed any, most, if not all of them, will go up onto the new YouTube channel. Hashtag ad, hashtag sponsored. If I had a link, I'd throw it down, but just Google, I don't know, Bulbagarden, Twitch, VOD, YouTube. That should get you there. But yeah, that's new, and I didn't archive, intentionally, I didn't archive a lot of my original streams, so unfortunately they're lost to time. I saved a few of them, which I probably should get up on there at some point. But I liked the idea of my streams being ephemeral. Oh, thank you, Nightbot. And anyone who might have triggered Nightbot. Man, Pokedelta, thank you. But yeah, I am terrible at A, Twitch, but B, archival stuff, which is ironic, because I almost went to school for archives before I pivoted to library, but I don't know, there's something, and this is a very, very intimate, deep personal thought, I hate the sound of my own voice. Like, I can talk all day. I just can't listen to myself. It drives me nuts. I don't know why. I've always hated the sound of my own voice. Like, I hate watching myself in videos. I want to be on Survivor someday, but if I were, I don't know if I could watch the season of Survivor because I'd be talking on it. And I can't listen to myself. I know that's not uncommon. A lot of people don't like the sound of their own voice, or don't like to be on camera, stuff like that. But it's just, I am so strongly, like, ugh, by the sound of my own voice. And not in a self-deprecating way, but it genuinely makes me uncomfortable. I don't know. I hate listening to myself. So that's one of the reasons why I wasn't too, like, interested in saving every single stream I've done. And there is a certain magic of an event that you had to be there for, which is horrible FOMO, I understand, but I can't shake that feeling either. But now I'm going to archive this for sure. Cody voice and all. And I do have a few of the noteworthy stadium streams and some clips for that. So I'll upload those and never watch them again. Someone else will have to watch them and tell me what happened. But that's number 100. No shiny yet. The journey continues. But yeah, being terrible at Twitch, I don't know all of the Nightbot commands. I don't know any of the Nightbot commands, really. I streamed for years and I never used Nightbot other than when it popped up from other people. 101. Hello, Jay. Good morning. Assuming it's morning where you are. Good day. You've missed 102 non-shiny Pokemon, more or less. But yeah, this is my block for the next few hours as part of our Safari Week, which I'm sure you already know about, so you were in ME stream last night. But yeah, I am playing Brilliant Diamond here. I am just sweet scenting this spot over and over again. I have no particular goal other than a shiny, although I think Psyduck is going to be my favorite. Psyduck or Carnivine. Carnivine's is lame but rare. Psyduck is my favorite blue duck. Other than that, I am just chilling out. It'll be a solo stream here because my internet scares me, so I try and avoid Discord when streaming. You or me? Also, the joke is we have a streamer called Me, and many gags are had. Also, Jay, this is my first time ever doing a live updating account while streaming. I'm gonna miss encounters. I yap too much. I'll get distracted and forget to update the count. Don't mind that. Yeah, also, because I only have the one capture card and I don't have any other legitimate ways to play Pokemon that I can stream. I can't do a multi-screen setup. That is the true professional way to do this, to have like 4 games going at once. And be like an octopus. I don't know how you actually control that. But yeah, you just get one from me. I am very much an amateur. But yeah, it's just a nice, lovely morning here. I go to work in about 4.5 hours, so I'll be going for another 2.5, 3 hours from here. I'm gonna try and get as many encounters as possible. Sweet Scent, definitely a great choice. It gets like 2 or 3 per minute, I feel like. It's very quick. And, yeah, we're just kind of bum rushing this and hoping that we can get lucky. My fears, in no particular order, are not finding a shiny. That would be very sad, but expected. Finding a shiny and not catching it, that would be very unfortunate, because this is the Great Marsh. My biggest fear, however, that I realized after I started is finding a shiny and accidentally running away from it because of muscle memory. Now, Emmy is the master of suffering for the art of this stream. My suffering, even through my stadium streams back in the day, pale in comparison to what he puts himself through. God, I can't. I start talking for 2 seconds. I forget if I did it. Sweet Scent, hit the number. I have to do Sweet Scent, hit the number. Not that I would advocate for everyone to do this, but there's 1,000%. You can make like a 20-minute clip at the end of this of me just forgetting to update the encounter count. I guarantee that. It wouldn't be interesting, but I guarantee it. Nah, the only thing we'll clip is a shiny, probably. God, I was just talking, alright, Sweet Scent, hit the button. These are, like, getting into a battle and leaving a battle. It's like 10 seconds, and I forget by the end of the 10 seconds if I update the encounters. It's insane. Absolutely, positively insane. Sweet scent, make the number go up. That's all I have to do. Also, this is too efficient. I can't, like, pause and get a drink without actually stopping. I have to do it right now on the animation. Let's see. I'm trying to think of a question. So, fun question thought. Does anyone have a particular Safari Zone that is their favorite? Or would you like to see more Safari Zones in the future? Oh, never mind. Your question be. Yeah, that's way more interesting. But same question though. Yap about the Safari Zone if you like it. But my favorite Pokemon, and it has been my favorite Pokemon since Gen 2, is Noctowl. I grew up. I'm a Gen 1er. Not that Gen 1's the best, but I've been playing since Red and Blue. I'm old. So I've been playing for a long time. But I started in Gen 1, Gen 2, or no, I started in Gen 1. I also started watching the cartoon at that time because I was a young kid. Obviously, I was watching Pokemon. When we got to Gen 2, though, when Ash caught that shiny Noctowl with the red design, this ties into Shiny Week. Like, I was smitten. I was enamored. I loved that thing so much. It had the coolest design with the red wings, like the gold body. So ever since Ash caught that Noctowl, Noctowl's been my favorite Pokemon. I don't think it will ever change. Shiny Noctowl is the coolest thing ever to me. But I've gotten a lot of other favorite Pokemon over the years. That's another 1% encounter. I should have had an Azurill counter. That's 2. But yeah, other than that, Ditto. I've fallen in love with Ditto, because Ditto could be anything. Ditto is so good. I love Imposter Ditto so much. I used that once in a tournament for funsies. It was a blast. It was great. Probably my newest favorite Pokemon, Mousehold. I fell in love with that thing, ironically enough. I think it was when I was streaming the first Scarlet Violet DLC for, again, some other event we were doing. It was probably one of the charity events. I used that in the party, and for some reason, because I played Scarlet and Violet, and Mousehold was whatever. I caught one, forgot about it. But then I caught it again in that event, and I just used it for the DLC for no particular reason, and something clicked. I love those little mice so much. If anything happens to them, I would meme myself and or everyone else than myself. I can say kill, right? It's fine. I would KO everyone else and then myself. Yeah, I think I'm a normal type guy, judging by my favorites. Yeah, I guess a modern Safari Zone would have to be, like, you'd have to remove the step counter, maybe? Maybe change it to, like, encounters or time or something? I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely, the Safari Zone is definitely an archaic mechanic, which is why they dropped it after Gen 4, probably. I think I just cheated and added one, it's fine. I just don't want to add this one here. But, it's definitely archaic, not our boss, but archaic in that it relied heavily on the steps, which are a lot harder to track. Fleeing is insane, but it's a very Gen 1 thing, because in Gen 1, Red, Blue, Green, Yellow, the originals, Pokemon, I think, could just flee. I forget the exact circumstances, but other than, like, an Abra, I think they could run away. Yeah, and the ball could just straight up miss. I remember that one for sure. Gen 1 was so mean. Yeah, if you wanted to really be a masochist, you could do the Safari Week in Gen 1 games. That'd be brutal. Hey, third 1%. But, yeah, because I think the idea behind it, the real-life inspiration, is that, like, it's going to, like, a, I don't say game warden thing, like, I don't know if that's 100% true. I also think of, like, in Nara, Japan, where you can go see, like, the deer in a park. It's like something like that, where it's, like, a curated selection of exotic animals, basically. It's not quite a zoo. It'd be weird if you could go to the zoo and hunt them. But it's kind of like that. And it's a very interesting idea, because, it's, you know, it's, like, cool to, like, hey, all the rare Pokemon are in this thing, and it's harder to get them. Like, theoretically, it's neat. Oop. Does that pop up? I hear it. Do you hear that? I don't know if my alerts are working. Alright. If no one heard, or if did anyone hear or see that? Alert check. Okay. Why didn't that here? Okay. I will just read them out, and I'll do the sound. Hang on. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, we got a hydrate and a posture check from Jay. So thank you, Jay. Let me, straighten my back. I was doing gamer pose, and, take a big old swig here. So thank you very much. Thank you for spending your Bulba Bucks? Yeah. Last time I streamed, they weren't here, so Bulba Bucks. Thank you. Thank you for enjoying the stream. Since this is just a one-off, I'm not going to tech support this. So yeah, I'll just have to manually make the sounds. If I had a way to manually make them pop up, I'd do that right now, but scuffed this stream will be. But yeah, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna also manually hydrate myself because I talk too much. But yeah, this is why I say I don't know if I could be a real streamer. It'd take a lot of effort. Things change. I haven't streamed in months. I've forgotten everything. Technology has betrayed me a little bit. It's fine. But yeah, as long as you're willing to put up with me. Oh yeah, I thought I woke it up. I had the, where are you at? I had the link open. Oh, there it goes. I clicked on it. Is that them going off? Alright, if you heard that, let me know. I think it might have actually been sleeping, yeah. Crazy how that do that, unless that wasn't that. Okay. Anyway, alright. If the next time an alert goes off, no one hears it, I'll just do it manually again. I like to think I'm with it and hip, but then stuff like this happens. I feel like I might be turning into an old person who just is getting passed by technology. I think the difference between the people who, because I work in a public library, you never believe how much basic technology assistance is required in a day-to-day public library job. We help people print, we help people get on a computer, we help people fax things, for those of you who even know what faxing is these days. We do a lot of very simple things that people don't know how to do, and I feel very technologically competent with that, but then also I worry that someday I'll be that person who doesn't know how to do something like copy a paper or print a document. Joe! Hello. Good morning. How are you? I've been alright. I've been busy with life, but I'm making my occasional appearance here for these special streams. Yeah, you'd be surprised how many people require faxing for government stuff or medical stuff. Every day. I send faxes up basically every day. It's insane. I never sent a fax in my life until I worked in a public library. But yeah, public librarying, it's fulfilling. I enjoy it, but you'd be surprised what it entails. Also, you know what? You're my captive audience. I can explain what it entails, unless I get a shiny Pokemon. Then I have to actually talk about the game. But yeah, public librarying is the last bastion of something high horse. I didn't not end that sentence, but It's a very, I think, a morally fulfilling job. It's a free location that anyone can go to. I think I just double crown it. It's fine. It's again, anyone can use it as long as you're not a jerkwad and get thrown out. But it's hard to get thrown out of a library. You don't need to, like pay money. There's no gatekeeping. It's a third space. Oh yeah, there's tons of physical mailing too. Mailing, faxing, all kinds of archaic, not my boss, things. But yeah, it's a bastion of free speech, the library is. Every viewpoint is supported. Even though I don't agree with viewpoints, they're all supported. You can find a book for anything. It's all free. We don't charge for checking out anything, as long as you bring it back. Libraries have gotten way cooler. If you haven't been in a library recently, check out your local library. They probably have video games. Our library has a Nintendo Switch you can loan out for 3 weeks. An actual Nintendo Switch system. It's insane. Also, it's a lot of money. If you don't bring that back, it costs a lot of money. So bring that one back. But yeah, we have library things. So you can rent like a box fan, like a DVD player, a post hole digger, like a walker, a wheelchair. There's so many things you can get from your library. Just return to a PSA for your library. You can get movies there. Eventually, when they come out on physical after streaming, you can get those, like your Disney Plus shows or your Paramount Plus shows, whatever. If they come out on physical, we'll get them. I'm very depressed that Sony's going to stop making physical games because we have modern video games. You can get your PS5 games, you can get your Xbox games, you can get your Switch games at the library. When I played Sword and Shield for the event a few months ago, because I just wanted a new run, I just rented Sword from the library. I didn't pay for it. Yes, there's so many things you can get from your library. If you actually like books, we still have books. Physical books. I read manga. I read so much manga and graphic novels because of the library. I'm old and tired, so I don't like the words, but pictures are great. I read pictures. Those are good. And our library is part of a network, so my one library doesn't have everything because it's just one library. But there are 60 other libraries in our network that share. Only 4 of them, including us, share our video games because we're cool and the other 50-something suck. Oh, don't mind me, Snowy. I'm just going on about the library. Yeah, did you know that we still fax things every day at the library? Because I work in a library also. I can't remember if I've said that. But yeah, not Archaic the boss, but Archaic the concept. Although Archaic probably knows how to send a fax, I'd imagine. But yeah, Snowy, when's the last time you've encountered a fax machine? If ever. Because I literally never used one until I started working in a library a few years ago. Yeah. Also, believe it or not, no shinies yet. Yeah, no, fax machines, again, are archaic. I hate to say it, they're our boss. Oh, I missed it, oh no. Done. Unless, hold on, is this... Okay, yeah, it's totally broken. We got a, redemption for a streamer-specific action by Jay. Yeah, okay, thank you for the heads up. If you redeem something, like, say, like, what's the code word? The code word is, fax machine. Just type fax machine in the chat if you redeem something. It'll help me look over at the correct thing. So done. We got a streamer-specific action. What am I doing? Do I sing? I don't know what I do. Oh, that's why you asked. What does everyone have their own, like, specific action? I know Emmy sung. Also, how long does that last? I'm a terrible streamer. Jay, what do you want me to do? I'll take requests for today. I haven't set my streamer-specific action. Let's see. I could just sing, unless you want me to do something more interesting. Here, I'll try an Emmy one. We'll try singing for this one. I'm also 1000% gonna miss more encounters while I'm singing, but Now I can only think of that song you sung, and the Imperial Marsh. It makes sense. I'll bring it back. Ready? This is a Badoo that I have found. It's not very shiny, so it's gone. Here comes another sweet scent, sweet scent. Dawn's poor nose must be gone, must be gone. Why are there so many beavers in here? Was that 163 or 164? I don't remember. 4 more minutes of this. Might be bad, might be bad. Emmy's action of choice is really hard. Really hard. Humming counts as singing. I think I forgot like 3 encounters already in the song. Please don't clip this. I'm tone deaf. I'm tone deaf. I've resorted to repeating the second word twice at the end of the song. Gosh, I really hope this isn't the part where I find a shiny. Thank you for your patronage and spending of Bulba Bucks on our channel. I've forgotten how the Imperial March goes, and I think I forgot another encounter. Dun dun dun. I think I saw that clip. It was very humorous. Emmy knows how to torture himself for stream content. Ugh. Why was he looking for Mudbray? They should be in the marsh. You think they'd like it because of the mud. I've forgotten everything about music that I might have known. And it wasn't much to begin with. Not much at all. I don't know music. My breath control is bad. I think I just counted the second one. I'm losing my mind. I'm just gonna, that's 170, it's alright. $171. Sing it out so I forget, or don't forget. I've dealt with the weather before, it's pretty annoying sometimes. Aside from the wildfire smoke that I've complained about, sometimes severe weather and storms destroy my streams and it's really annoying and it drops the internet or it makes us lose power and it really sucks. We both live in the Midwest, our weather's similar. Oftentimes, he gets a weather storm an hour before I do, more or less. In America, typically the weather moves west to east. And he's about an hour or 2 or 3 west of me. I love geography and weather way too much. In another life, I would have been a weatherman. I also look up maps for fun sometimes. Wikipedia deep dives are really neat, really neat. Feel like I got truth serumed. Just admitting things about me in song. Getting lightheaded again. Gonna stop for a minute, but I'll still keep singing because it hasn't been 5 minutes. Yeah. Also, reminder, if you'd like to redeem anything like this, type fax machine in the chat when you do. I don't have alerts working, and I'm not going to tech support them right now because I'm tired and busy catching all these shinies and not counting them. Psyduck is blue sometimes, but not right now. Hot take, A New Hope is my favorite Star Wars movie. I like it more than Empire, even though Empire is very good. Also, hot take, but I like Empire, Revenge of the Sith, unironically. Episodes 1 and 2 are pretty bad on the whole, even if episode 1 has hype music and Darth Maul.
Also, hot take, sequels all got progressively worse, and the Skywalker one that came last is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in theaters. It really sucked. Also, hot take, Last Jedi wasn't as bad as a lot of people say online sometimes. Not great, but it had some good moments. Oh, good, Emmy. You caught me during the end of my singing. But, thank you. Yeah, best of luck with training. I'm calling that 5 minutes. Oh my god. My breath control is terrible. I'm lightheaded. But have a nice day, Emmy. And thank you, Snowy. I've missed so many counts on the encounter tracker. Yeah, if anyone's a glutton for punishment, clip all those. Ugh. Also, if I were to do this more regularly, I feel like I'd have to mute the game audio and just put on, like, a... Oh, thank God. I thought we were singing again. Okay, I heard an alert and a duck. I don't think anyone heard that because my alerts aren't working, but thank you, Jay, for the hydrate, and thank you, Emmy, for the upside down. So, done, 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 done. Thank you for the hydrate, and quack, quack. Thank you, Emmy, for the upside down. So, let me hydrate first. I think there's an encounter. Take a drink here. Then Emmy's last wish here is going to turn my screen upside down for 5 minutes, I believe. So let me remember how to do that. We unlock you, right click, transform, rotate 180. There we go. I hope it's now. I hope the shiny is now. But yeah, thank you, Emmy. Have a nice day. Okay, alright. Oh no, this is a muscle memory, a down, sweet scent. How is, oh god, up, A. And we have to really think about it. Alright, A, it's just all muscle memory. And that. It's alright. Spend your points on someone else. It's more fun to torture a full-time streamer right now than me. Little me. A. I can't even look. I just have to A, down, A. Also, I won't lie. The encounter before this, I didn't even look at the Pokemon. Like, if it was shiny, I would have just ran away without looking. That would also be embarrassing. Alright, your next fun Cody fact. Mirror mode in Mario Kart might be the most brain-crushing thing I've ever done. I am so bad at mirror mode because I get very used to muscle memory and, you know, getting used to the tracks, so then when you reverse it, it just breaks my brain. It's the same energy as right now. I don't know. I can't handle it. Up A. Up A. And then when I switch back from this, then it'll be unmirror moded, and then my muscle memory will betray me. Down A. 188. But yeah, we are quickly approaching 200 here. I slowed a little bit because of the singing and the upside downing, but yeah, we're gonna hit around at least 600 encounters, I think, in this batch, this stream here, more or less. It's not a hard number. That definitely isn't accurate, but yeah, it's not bad. And if you go by the 4,000, that puts it about 1 in 7, 1 in 8 odds of getting a shiny, if math is fair, for me alone. And if you cumulatively add it to everyone else's streams, we're getting real close to, like, full odds shiny should have happened territory. So every encounter brings us one closer to the moment. Also, another fun fact, I once edited Emmy, I think, well, I've edited a few of Emmy's. I think it was his Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl run was his flying type run. But for that run, when I had to edit out something that he said for whatever reason, I used the Starly cry as the censor sound. So now whenever I hear the Starly cry, I just think of that. Oh, did you get a full-on shiny? Congratulations, Snowy. Was that part of the event? I don't think anyone told me if that was. Or I forgot again. Unless it's... Was that out of the event? Okay. Can we count it for the event? If no one else catches any, can we throw yours in? Because, like, again, like, we... I don't want to say deserve. Deserve's a strong word. We should, throughout this entire event, get at least one. Hopefully more, but at least one, mathematically. But, like, the longer it goes on, the more days we go without any, like, the more nervous I get that we're gonna go over thousands and thousands of encounters. So, like, if we have to fudge the numbers... we have all these adjacent shinies. We can count them if we can't get a real one. Sweet sound. I'll give it another minute and I'll flip it back. We'll get to 200 and then I'll flip it back. Oh yeah, I did see the Mochi clip. Yeah. Yeah, they found a Tinkaton. To be fair, I played Champions just for Season 1, then I dropped off, but I've got, I think, one shiny? At least one shiny in that. It was like my third or fourth pull. And I thought oh, these must be like boosted odds, and then I didn't see another one. I don't know if they are boosted odds. They have to be boosted odds. Yeah. It's a very specific trophy, but it counts. Oh, nope. I lost it. Sweet set. Get to 200. I had a bayonet, I believe. I didn't use it. I just kept it as a trophy. Yeah, I think that's right. It was a bayonet. I can show that off to you when I flip it. I'll show it off at the end of the stream if you stick around. Assuming Champions is updated. I haven't played it. Actually, ooh, it might not be updated. We can take a look. We'll look later. Remind me at the end of the stream, and I'll see if I can get into Champions if it needs an update. Surely my crappy internet can handle downloading an update while also streaming. Alright, can we get an upside down 200 shiny? 200-ish? Let's see. Down. Okay. Alright. 200. No. Alright, please flip back up. Thank you for your patronage, Emmy. But I would like to rotate you right side up. There we go. The world feels right. Alright. Back to speed running and forgetting to count. 101. And more to see. Also, yeah, if you're just joining me, because it's the top of the hour here, hello, welcome. My name is Cody. I am a multimedia editor with Bulba Garden and occasional streamer on the Twitch channel. Used to stream more regularly, but I've semi-retired. I went to real life school, so I'm tired all the time. So now I just pop up for these special event streams, basically. But yeah, I did a full Stadium 1 and Stadium 2 rental randomizer run back in the day of several years ago. Most of which you will never be able to see. Some of which will hopefully make it onto the VOD channel eventually. But yeah, I am the 21st, July 21st streamer on Bulba Garden's channel for the Safari Week event that we're currently participating in. That was a mouthful. But yeah, Safari Week is a week where a bunch of crazy people get together and try and catch shiny Pokemon, full odds, in the Safari Zones. I definitely probably forgot a number there. It's fine. So yeah, I am playing Brilliant Diamond here. I am using Sweet Scent, standing in one spot, and just having a nice morning here. I'm chatting with chat, and as I mentioned earlier, I am a lurker at heart. So if you are in chat right now but not saying anything, I see you. I respect you. Keep doing your thing. I love engagement, of course, but I respect the lurker. I'm a lurker at heart. I appreciate the viewing nonetheless. Also, this is going to be the most polite, derogatory thing I'll say about my stream, but this is peak second screen material right now. Like, if you're at work right now or like studying, I hope you're not studying for school in summer, but if you're doing something else right now, shiny hunting on your own, or playing another video game, doing your taxes, I don't know, anything else, this is peak second screen material, 1000%. It is your winter. It's my summer though. Yeah, it's our annual wildfire smoke season that we only get in summer when Canada catches on fire, which happens every year now. Yeah, I'm wearing my also fun Cody fact to add to your mental imagery. I think it's technically a Hawaiian style shirt, but the like very light like button-up shirt. I love those. For some reason, my grocery store that has a small clothing section gets these nice ones that are made in India, and they clearance them out every year. And so I buy a bunch of weird design ones. I have the ones that have like tuna on them. I don't know. It's a tiny fish. I think it's a tuna. Tuna's not a tiny fish. What is it? Sardine. That's the word. It's like got a bunch of sardines on it. So I'm just sitting here in my summer shirt here. Got one with like bananas on it. I got one with sailboats. I love those shirts so much. But yeah, I am in peak summer mode right now, even though I can't really go outside because the air quality is terrible. But yeah, no, Snowy's got the right idea. Like, stream on one screen, like, doing something productive on the other. I think I forgot to count again. Does that one make a noise? I don't know. Dun, 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 dun. Hi, Caps, I see you. Caps, helps set this up. Caps fan, he's our multimedia boss. Words are escaping me. Nice to see you, Caps. Nice to hear you. But yeah, hopefully your Zeldathon charity event, Twitch marathon stream thingy is going well. I'll be raiding in a few hours, sometime today. But yeah, Caps did a good job helping to get this organized. Caps couldn't be here this week for that, but he's doing his own thing right now. Yeah, we have good people. We have a good team. I think that's 2 seconds. God, I started talking for 2 seconds. Like, did I count it? Did I not count it? I'd ask chat to help, but you'd just be counting out for me, and I can't ask that. That's too much. It's insanity. I say one sentence and I forget. I think I don't know. I don't know. I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with me. I think I'm just doing too many things at once. So I'm playing the video game. I'm updating the count. I'm engaging with chat. I'm thinking about my taxes. I just can't stop thinking about doing taxes. It's my go-to example whenever anything pops up. Whenever it's not tax season, I'm thinking, when will it be tax season again? No, Jay, the moral of that story is don't have a goal. Just go for anything. And then when you catch a shiny B-barrel or whatever, be disappointed. Hey, I'm pretty sure Emmy did that once. He just caught a shiny B-barrel full odds. To be fair, though, also, I don't remember what the Yanma shiny looks like, but Yanma and Yanmega, great line. Like, they're not plants. I was going off about how good plants are earlier. 222, Make-A-Wish. But, yeah, no, like Dragonfly line, great designs, like great pull. Game Freak knows how to make some cool Pokemon. There aren't any bugs I can catch right now, are there? I realize. Yeah, the Great Marsh. It's so funny because the Great Marsh is probably very accurate to like what a real marsh would be. I guess not. There should be more bugs here. But the diversity or lack thereof in the Great Marsh is comedic. Like, it's so terrible how bad the selection of Pokemon is here, especially compared to the Safari Zone in 1. It's really the Safari Zones in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and then even Gen 3 had more variety, I feel like. But like, Gen 1 Safari Zone felt a lot more exotic than this one. This feels like no one wants to be here. Like, it's a nature preserve, but like it's not exciting. Hey Caps, thanks. And yeah, Scorbunny, that is a bug. It's not here with me now. Where are you? Because you're physically at the event, right? Where is it? Also, forgive me, I don't know anything about it. I looked at it a little bit last night, but other than that, I don't know anything about it. But yeah, no, our air is better than it was last week, but it's still elevated pollution levels, and it's going to be indefinitely, probably, because northern Minnesota, I'm not going to call out any streamers who might be from Minnesota, and Canada's on fire again. It's our annual wildfire season, and we get the smokes, which is, to be fair, I'd rather get the smoke than the fire, but it's not great. I actually had to wear a mask outside last Thursday because it was like thick. It was like fog thick, but it was smoke. It was terrible. And say hi to the Saturnian. I don't know that joke. Enjoy space. Have fun. Also, if you want to shout it out, that's fair. That's fair. But if you want to shout it out, Caps, do you have any specific like time slots? Because you have like at least one, right? Where you will be either playing or featured. Is there any time that if anyone wanted to see you on the Zeldathon marathon, they should look out for, or anything else they should know about it while you're here? Hashtag ag. Hashtag not sponsored, but ad. I'm a terrible Twitch streamer, but I can promote a little. Also, Caps, favorite Zelda game? Question mark. Actually, open to anyone. I know we're a Pokemon channel, but favorite Zelda game if you have one. I could rant about Zelda for a while too, and I might, because we still have a few hours of this. I also stopped paying attention to the Pokemon for a minute there. Pretty sure none of them were shiny. So non-zero chance I will look away from Pokemon for 20 seconds, get a shiny Pokemon, and then chat will tell me I got a shiny Pokemon. I'm not gonna count that. I don't think I did. Sorry, we're going for speed here, not accuracy. Speed, speed, speed. Oh yeah, I could have asked for that, but don't worry about it. Yeah, my alerts aren't working. I don't know why. I haven't looked into it. Alright. Keeping out for Caps tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time and late Thursday night. But yeah, also Caps, yeah, my alerts aren't working. I don't know if there's been anything different behind the scenes since I streamed in March or February. I definitely haven't updated it. I don't know if that's the case or if it's on my end. I'm just manually making the alert noise. Because for this one-off, I don't feel like troubleshooting it. But yeah, if I do any more streams in the near future, I should definitely look into that. Because alerts working is nice. But I can embrace the scuffed nature of my semi-professional stream. And, fax machine, thank you, Snowy, for the upside down. Let me get out of here, and then we'll flip that. Also, Caps, one more Zelda question, because this is actually a genuinely interesting question. The next mainline Zelda game, do you want it to be like Breath of the Wild or not like Breath of the Wild? I think that's a very interesting question. Okay, did you hear that quack? Good. We haven't had a follower raid yet. The hydrates and like the dun 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 Pokemon Center noise didn't pop up earlier. I might have woken up the bot, or refreshed the bot. Can I hydrate myself? Let me see. Thank you, Caps. Did anyone hear that? Pausing for, okay, quiet. Let me boost that a little. Okay, cool. Hooray, thanks, Caps. I will hydrate to your tech support. That you definitely fixed it. Thank you. It's weird. I had it open, but I guess I just had to like re-click on it to wake it up. It's all approximate muscle memory. But yeah, thank you. So I don't remember if something's supposed to be popping up on screen. I assume it's also not popping up on screen. I can't remember if those have it or not. I think those are just audio anyway. If I get a follower raid, that'd be a test. But surely we won't get one of those. Yeah, no, I was ranting about it, I think, before you came. But yeah, I do tech support a lot working in the public library, so I understand that completely. Oh, Caps, forget all those cool Zelda questions. Have you ever used a fax machine in your life? I think I know the answer, but I want to hear it if you have or not. Because you'd never believe how many faxes I send working in a public library. Every day. Every day. No, it's mostly government stuff and medical stuff, but it's insane. I never sent a fax or thought about a fax machine in my life until I worked in the library in 2023. I started sending faxes. Insanity. But yeah, no sane person sends a fax. We just email or mail physically if need be. But yet, here are these things that still require a fax. I remember, I'm so old, I remember Jackie Chan Adventures, the cartoon, starring Jackie Chan. Not really, but based off Jackie Chan. It had a fax machine joke in that. And it was modern, I think. Yeah, no, especially government stuff, it's definitely gonna stay old forever. Old and outdated. But yeah, no, tech support-wise, though, like, half my day is helping people, like, send faxes, make copies, like, print stuff off. Like, access their email. It's just, I didn't expect it when I got into library, and it's still nice to help people, but so much of it is just helping people with basic tech stuff. It's insane. So many people don't know how to, like, access their email on their phone. Shiver. Ugh. Or shudder. I shudder with anticipation. But yeah, now I am, again, going to school for public library, so I will go from part-time to full-time next year, once I get my degree. And also, you missed I'm not going to do my big library rant again, but you can check out video games, and like we have a Nintendo Switch you can borrow from our library. The library is cool. Check out your local library. Hashtag ad. Hashtag sponsored. Yeah, when we did the anniversary stream where we did every gen, I rented Pokemon Sword from the library for free, because I only had Shield and just wanted new game. The library rocks. Library. If I were a Pokemon gym leader or trainer, my gimmick would be library. My gym would be a library. I don't remember her name, but I like the author from Gen 5, Unova's Elite Four. Yeah, no, we have you can get books for like a quarter. They're not good books, but you can. Chantel, thank you. But yeah, no, we outlasted Blockbuster too. Take that, Blockbuster, I liked you, but the library's like us, or but you, but free. Also, speaking of archaic technology, we still have VHSs that go out regularly too. It's insane, but some people are still attached to the medium. Yeah, we live both in the past and in the future. The library. I love the library, and I'll be working today at the library in less than 4 hours. I started 2. No, believe it or not, God no. I'm in Metro Detroit. I'm like 20 minutes away from downtown Detroit. It is not at all rural. No, there's a specific kind of person who like gets very. I can't think of a way to describe this. Basically, some people like they're very comfortable with old technology, so they're very used to something like that. So they just like, they're not doing it for the quality, they're doing it for the nostalgia. So they have their favorites and they check out the same like dozen VHSs, they rotate through them. Oh yeah, my city's about 30,000, so it's not huge, but again, I'm like in metropolitan Detroit where there's millions of people. We have infrastructure. And we still send faxes every day. I'm afraid I'm gonna get pigeonholed as the fax machine guy at this point. But yeah, also, the craziest thing, I mean, alright, last thing about faxes, I'm the fax machine guy, I accept it, whatever. Fax machines, like, no matter how many pages you're sending, the fax machine we have, like, it feeds through, it reads one page at a time, and, like, if it gets jammed or it gets stuck, you have to stop and resend it. You can't say, like, I'm sending 20 pages and then input them one at a time. You have to feed them. And it's like a mini game. It's fun, but hard. It's insane. The technology hasn't improved. Also, Snowy, fun fact, we don't accept card, but we do take cash or check, so we do take check, too. I've taken, like, 3 checks in 3 years. It's like 1 a year. We live in the past and the future. Cash your check, no card, yeah. We might get a card reader soon. But maybe. But yeah, I've taken checks. I've never written a check. Not my adult life, basically, but we do take checks. It's been way over 5 minutes. Alright, give me a 260 and then we'll flip it back. But yeah, no, Caps, I do think that's a very interesting question, because, also, you know, obviously the hot news is that the Ocarina of Time remake's come out this year, and that's gonna, they haven't showed gameplay yet, which is very interesting, if it's gonna be, faithful or not, or if it's gonna be, like, Breath of the Wild style, but Ocarina of Time. I think it'll be faithful, but until we see gameplay, it's a big question mark. But they could have room to do both, for sure, but I'm very curious to see if they keep the full Breath of the Wild, or if they half and half it, because I think the biggest common complaint with Breath of the Wild is that the dungeons kind of suck compared to the older games. But if they could keep that open world, the like really emergent gameplay with all the different mechanics mixing together, but also have like more handcrafted unique dungeons, I think that'd be the best of both worlds probably. But yeah, there's lots of room for more Zelda. Zelda rocks. 60. Alright. And now. Right side up. Alright. Back to reality. But yeah, the library's fun. It's good. We're good things. Support your local library. And Zelda's fun. Support your local Zelda. But yeah, we'll be rating Zeldathon when I finish in a couple hours, hopefully with good news. It's funny, when I became an adult and got a, like, savings account and whatnot, you know, like, open my own bank account. Oh, my 4th Azurill. My 4th 1%. But when I got my own, like, when I turned 18 or whatever age it was, I got a checkbook when I opened that account, and I've never used it. Like, I only used it to check for when I was making a deposit, because it had my information on there. I've received checks. Like, I've been in a lot of class action lawsuits where I've received checks, but I've never written one. And yeah, like, 2D and 3D is a whole nother Zelda discussion. You can make both of those. Yeah, nowadays rent is basically online because my previous home, I moved out of the house in like 2018. I lived in an apartment for years. I moved back during COVID to my mother's house, which is where I live to this day. But when I was out, I had to pay through an online portal, so at least we weren't that far in the past. Yeah, I'd imagine most bigger landlords, most company landlords, which is becoming everything these days, are online. They have the online portal for ease of use, or wads of cash, depending on your landlord. Yeah, a nice modern way, just digital. But do they accept Bulba Bucks, the official currency of the Bulba Garden Twitch channel? I think I'm losing my mind a little. I've stopped. I haven't been watching the last like 3 Pokemon. Yeah. All right. If you see a shiny, yell fax machine. Or no, fax machine is if there's an alert that I miss. Yell check if there's a shiny. And then if I come up with another thing I need reminding for, I'll come up with another thing we do, like VHS. If only. Bulba Bucks is only good at the company store. It's a little archaic, word of the day, but it works. Okay, I'm gonna have a moment of silence because I'm getting a little loopy. Like, please hold. Alright, the quiet scares me, so I'm back. But yeah, again, mad respect to people who can do this all the time. Emmy, Snowy, other people who do like 4 screens at once. This is truly madness. But it's very quick. Like if I had the Shiny Charm, Sweet Scent, it's pretty good. Getting a lot of encounters. Yeah, I think ignoring Pokemon. Oh, Pokemon Champions. I got 1. That's fair. God, that's fair. Yeah, I could only do Pokemon Stadium in like 2-hour increments roughly because gosh, that game it's a completely different thing obviously, but like it was the same like bashing your head against the wall energy that I can only do in moderation, so I feel you there. But yeah, my last shiny. I got a shiny in Pokemon Champions. Like I said, I'll show it at the end of the stream if I don't need to update Champions. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't played that in a few months. I've gotten plenty in Pokemon Go, but those don't count. Those are a lot less rare, especially when they have like Go days or whatever. I used to play. I've never been 100% like a whale or anything in Go. I've never spent any money on it. I used to keep up with it a lot more regularly, but a few months ago I just kind of broke, and because they do a thing that it's happened a lot in mobile games, where they started doing a thing basically every week. They used to just have like an occasional event. They'll have a seasonal event and like an occasional one that happened, but then they update it so every week there's a special thing where you have to like grind out a battle pass basically. And I did that for a month or 2 after they started it, and then I couldn't keep up. It was too much. I couldn't play Pokemon Go that much every day. So I decided to just go the opposite way, and I just open it once a day, and I'll catch a few Pokemon. I'll do my daily like task or whatever, and that's it. But I had to step back because it was too much. Pikmin Bloom is my main mobile game at the moment, but that's also a walking game. You barely have to interact with it, so that's fine. But Pokemon Go was demanding too much time from me. I accept that I will never be great at it because I'm not going to be running around doing raids or spoofing or anything. But other than that, what was the last real shiny I got? I can't remember. It's been a minute. Probably in Scarlet Violet. Ooh, that's also... I have a crazy conspiracy theory that I can't prove, but I caught a shiny... I think it was some kind of fighting Pokemon. It might have been it was a Machop or a Makuhita? It might have been Makuhita. I swear I caught this in Scarlet and Violet. Like, back when I'd first started playing it, it was like shortly after it came out. And then when I went to a stream Scarlet and Violet like a year or two later during one of our charity events, I went through every box I had. I could not find that shiny Pokemon. I'm pretty sure the game glitched, updated, broke in some way, and it deleted or got rid of that Pokemon. I feel like that was a genuine glitch that happened at the time. But I'm 100% sure I caught a shiny... I want to say it's a Makuhita. But it was definitely a unevolved fighting type Pokemon. And I swear the game deleted it, and it like disappeared it from me. And that was a full odds. I think it was full odds. I mean, releasing it by accident is 1000% what probably happened, realistically. But tinfoil hat, I swear I didn't. Like, it would have been insane for me to have released that. Like, I can't say I didn't, especially because during my some of those streams were like catching as many Pokemon as possible, so I was just mass releasing a lot. But I want to say I'm more attentive, ignore my encounters counter. But that's my tinfoil hat theory, because I swear around that time, like shortly after Scarlet Violet came out, there were issues with like Pokemon disappearing. I don't know if it was actually legitimate or if it was widespread if possible, but I swear they took a shiny from me. And I forgot about it until this moment, because it was a Pokemon I didn't particularly care about. But it was still one of mine. Yeah, that is my tinfoil hat theory that I will never be able to prove. Number 5. Number 5, 1%. Nice. So we're ahead of schedule on the Azurills. We should only be at about 3. But yeah, we're approaching 300 here on our quest for a shiny. No dice so far, but any single Pokemon could be next. I'm a degenerate gambler, and my goal is a shiny Pokemon. If I quit now, I'm one encounter away from a shiny. Also, oh yeah, I don't know why I say so much about myself. I'd love a single Pokemon in my area. I don't know why I never advertise this, because I'm Cody. I'm a part-time streamer, mostly for these like one-off events. At this point, I used to stream full-time. I am a multimedia editor. I do graphics and editing, etc. as needed. But I run the if you do the polls on YouTube, I run those. I'm the only one who does that. I've been doing that for years now. Like, it's me. That is me. I had a whole backstory for that I don't think anyone actually engaged with. I dropped immediately. But yeah, I run the YouTube polls. I don't know why I don't say that more. Yay! Yeah, no, it's that has been very rewarding for me, because we started out and I barely got anything, and now we regularly get hundreds of votes every day, and I really appreciate it. That, and also I do YouTube uploads too, like the YouTube Shorts in what's that game called? Unite? Yeah, I hope we get those uploaded too. I think it's Unite. I don't engage with that gotcha. But yeah, I do a lot of the back-end YouTube stuff too. I don't know why I keep forgetting to mention that. I keep some pulse on the YouTube channel until we get a series going again. Yeah, I try and keep them relevant, and then sometimes I run out of Masters. That one unites the League of Legends. Gosh, there's so many Pokemon games. Thank you, Caps. But yeah, no, I try and keep them relevant. Like this week, I asked about Safari Zones, and I'm doing some shiny questions. And sometimes I run out. I had like a whole month of 300, a whole month of just Mega Evolution questions, which really helped. Like, sometimes it's hard to think of interesting questions for every day of the week, for every day of the year. Yeah, MOBA, that's the term. Thank you. Words. Yeah, Masters is the gacha. Unite is the MOBA. And then there's that cafe game that I know literally nothing about. Alright, my next rant here as I lose my voice. I wish that Pokemon made more spin-off games that weren't mobile. This is the same issue I have with Kingdom Hearts. Also, if you're a Kingdom Hearts fan and you haven't looked it up, look up the Missing Link trailer that leaked. The full trailer leaked yesterday. It looks so good. That game's canceled, and hopefully they rework it. But that trailer is so good. Side tangent. Gosh, it's so cool. But yeah, because back in the day, before phones were smart and widespread, they used to spend all their energy on weird side games for like the DS, the Game Boy, you know, like mobile or not mobile, handheld games. This was true for Kingdom Hearts, for Pokemon, mostly those two, but you know, they didn't have a smartphone to dump games onto. But nowadays they can just put all their weird stuff onto mobile, and I don't like those because they feel cheaper and they're usually more monetarily predatory. Not always. Sometimes they're free to start and they're fine. But like, at least Champions was, you know, on the console first and also. But I hate when it's mobile exclusive because I buy really cheap smartphones that don't run games well. I just want to load up give me a Pokemon Dash. I've never played that one, but I remember that. Or Pokemon Conquest. That one was cool. More mystery dungeons and the like. Pokemon Pinball. Love Pokemon Pinball. Give me another new pinball game. Stuff like that. They used to be weirder and more frequent. Mobile has ruined the spin-off gaming a lot, in my opinion. My old grumpy man opinion. Yeah, no, seriously, if you're a Kingdom Hearts fan, though, look up the Missing Link trailer if you haven't seen it. It's like 4 minutes. It's probably legit. That game is canceled, and hopefully they reworked the plot they were going to use into something else. It was a mobile game, so it would have been gross, but and it probably would have ran like horrible on my phone, if at all. But seriously, the trailer's so cool. And it 1000% was going to tie into 4. Also, I know, but I can't prove it meme. Star Wars is going to be in Kingdom Hearts 4. That was an ad foot in that first trailer. I know it. I can't prove it yet, but I know it. It's too uncanny. It's real. The Star Wars is real. Yeah, I am a rather big Kingdom Hearts fan. For all the punishment that's given me over the years. So I was very excited when they dropped out of nowhere the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer last month for the during the Nintendo Direct of all of them. That was insane. That would have been my last guess for where they would have put that. I would have guessed, obviously Sony would have made sense. Like a third-party one, Square Enix would have made sense. Even Xbox would have made more sense. But yeah, dropping Kingdom Hearts 4 on the Switch trailer, and then they're porting all the other ones. But yeah, I was so hype. Someday it will be real. And then, let's see, other video game stuff I like. I mentioned it earlier, but the bad news that happened to me happened right around E3, so I didn't really get to digest a lot of it, because I was busy being depressed about other things, but, yeah, like, the Xenoblade, all the Xenoblade games getting updates was sick. Xenoblade 1, you get to ride around a bike. Xenoblade 2, it's gonna run good, and other stuff. And then Xenoblade 3 gets, I don't remember what any of them were. I just remember the bike racing ends with 1. But yeah, all those are cool. And Xenoblade Genesis, that looks so good. I'm so excited. Xenoblade is my JRPG of choice these days. Like, I love that series so much. I'll play anything they make. I haven't played X yet because I have no life, but I love it so much. I'm so excited. So good. Nintendo buying Monolith Soft was like the greatest thing they ever did. They support every game, every open world game Nintendo makes, and they make their own bangers. So good. Yeah, I'm about 90% sure they worked on Scarlet and Violet. That sounds true, so I'm just gonna nod and agree to that. Yeah, they're the best purchase ever. No buyer's remorse there. I'm trying to remember what else. Yeah, obviously Ocarina of Time, touched on that. That remake will be big. I'm still very curious what the gameplay looks like. Although, another hot take coming from Cody, but I know this is rather accurate to how Lil Link looked, but I think Lil Link in that, or Young Link, in that teaser they released kind of looked ugly. I don't know. It'll probably grow on me once I see it more than just for 2 seconds in a cinematic. But he looked like kind of an ugly kid, not gonna lie. No offense to him. Like, he's a poor orphaned kid living with no fairy, but I don't know. I'm sure the art style will look better in motion and like with actual gameplay. But it's Ocarina of Time. It's a classic. It'll be good. Fortune's Weave. That is another great shout out. That's about 2 months from now. I'm probably not gonna play it right on launch, but that game looks like it's gonna be really good. I love Three Houses. I only ended up playing one route of Three Houses because it's so long, but that was a very good Fire Emblem. I think that's my favorite one. So to see a pretty interesting follow-up that looks like it's going to be following a lot of Three Houses' footsteps. Great game. Very good. I'm excited to see how they do the routes, if it's 4 routes again, or if it's like what do you choose? What aspect of that is where does it branch? Versus being like, do you rotate characters maybe, or is it all 4? But yeah, Three Houses is such a meaty game. I played Engage, that was such a bad game. Engage was probably mechanically the best Fire Emblem to play, and it was fun. But yeah, plot was terrible. Horrible in Engage. I beat that one, ugh. But it was fun. I'm definitely more of a Three Houses enjoyer. But yeah, it's fascinating. Three Houses had very good plot. It was just, you had to do like multiple routes to get the full plot. So I cheated and looked up a lot of online. Yeah, sorry, it's back to school season. It's official. I go back in about a month. No, that always bothered me too, but it's just, the stores have back to school stuff. I guarantee if you go look at a store, it'll be school supplies. Once you get past 4th of July, there's no big holiday until school and Labor Day. Yeah. But yeah, Fire Emblem, great. Splatoon Raiders comes out next week. This week. I am excited for that. I love Splatoon. Splatoon's great. The Salmon Run's great. Salmon Run, it's a great mode. So I'm excited for more of that. Woomy. And it does have multiplayer too, but only for the campaign, so it'll be fun. I respect that opinion. Fear the Deer. Although I was were they, what color were they? Were they golden eagle? What? I picked the red route. She did nothing wrong. Eagles, yeah. God, I'm forgetting everything now. Oh, what was her name? She should have been in Smash. She had an axe. She did nothing wrong. Red's my favorite color. What can I say? And by the time I realized it, I was in for a penny, in for a pound. Ride or die, baby. There was a lot of die in that route. But yeah, no, Three Houses is so cool because it's very morally ambiguous. There's no one like happy route. So I'm wondering if it'll get dark like that again in Fortune's Weave. I mean, probably. But yeah, Fire Emblem's fun. Good series. Can you believe that series almost died too? Came back from the brink thanks to Awakening. Yeah, no, Claude is definitely the least strong. He's a chill dude. Yeah, Red and Blue are both too, like, they lean one way or the other, in my opinion. He's basically the third-party route. Also, Claude's just a chill guy. He rocks. What is her name? I want to say, I can't get Byleth out of my head. Number 6. Who leads the Golden Eagles? I don't want to look it up. I'm trying to remember. But you can help me. What is her name? Edelgard. Got it. I got the remote. Thank you. Yeah, Edelgard. She did nothing wrong. Black Eagles, yeah. They were golden in my eyes. It's been so long since I played Three Houses. I have an approximate knowledge of many things, yes. No, as they say in library school. Librarians don't know everything, but we know how to look everything up. So when I don't look it up, that's really revealing my weaknesses in memory. But we have amazing Googling powers. Yeah, no, Fire Emblem's great. 3S is great. Fortune's Weave looks like it's going to be really good, too. Do you have a... I don't know if you've been following the pre-release stuff too much, Jay, but do you have a preferred, like, main character out of the 4 seeming main characters? I don't remember any of their names, but there's like, YA protagonist and his friends. There's, Alucard. There is, the, like, Queen Lady, and then there's the, like, Revenge Bard, basically. Oh yeah, that's a great shout too. The Genealogy remake that I've heard rumors of that for years. Like, from what I've heard of that game, it sounds like it would be kind of problematic and or difficult to make again in a modern setting. Number 7. But yeah, now I've heard great things about the game itself, so I would love to play that someday. It's got to be real. There's been too much smoke for that one. They're probably just waiting for a lull. Or they canceled it because it's weird and problematic. Yeah, no, my favorite theory about that is that they saw the main character from Genealogy in Engage, and they assumed that was the remake. And they just got it wrong. That'd be very depressing at this point if you're waiting for that, but it's just plausible enough to make me laugh. They just saw the Engage model. You can always hope. But yeah, it was really funny that they leaked Star Fox, and then Nintendo just kind of said F it, and then they just kind of, like, excuse me, they cold announced a direct, like, 10 minutes before it, like, debuted. They're like, hey, in 10 minutes, if you like Star Wars, watch this. There's Star Fox. And then just surprise, and then it came out a month later. Thank you for the hydrate, Pokedelta. I was already there. I am out of practice, so I'm gonna lose my voice. But thank you, thank you. Remake, remaster, give it something, right? But yeah, no, Star Fox. You're gonna rant about Star Fox now, because Star Fox is cool. And I'm very tired of them remaking Star Fox 64, but that Star Fox remake was super cool. I love the cutscenes, and I'm hoping beyond hope, copium, that they use that model as a springboard to just make a whole new game. Like, come on, build off of that, please. Don't let it be a one and done. Give us a new game, new story. Please advance past 64 again. Can introduce Crystal again. That's cool. She's cool. Like, just give us something new. I'm so tired of 64's plot, even though it's such a good game. But yeah, Nintendo's been on a roll. I'm a big Nintendo fanboy, but I've been enjoying their output, and I still haven't played Donkey Kong yet. On 2. I've heard great things about Bonanza. Oh yes, that's another great one. Explorers, I think, has the best plot in any Pokemon game. Like, it's so good. I played Time, but yeah, Time, Darkness, Sky, any one of those. That would be great. Get that on modern systems. Give it a shiny new coat, and keep that plot. Like, it's so good. If you've never played those games, like, Explorers is probably the best mystery dungeon. Whoa. Let's not ask for miracles. Remaking Sky. But yeah, no, that's like, if you've never played it, and you want to play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game, like, it's worth it going back to the Explorers. Sky probably, but Time or Darkness are fine too. The plot in those games it's so good. It's insane how good it is. And gameplay's fun too. It's like, if you played one Mystery Dungeon game, it's very similar. It's Gen 4, so you only got 1 through 4 for the Pokemon. Yeah, it's Gen 4. no, it's they're fantastic. Fantastic set of games. They get my stamp of approval. And I'm pretty sure I cried, unironically. Yeah, it's like what I'm saying. They don't make them like they used to. Although I think is the last new Mystery Dungeon game that had that wasn't a remake. Was that the 3DS one? That one was alright. I remember enjoying that one decently enough. I haven't played any on the Switch. I think it was just the remake. Yeah, super. Thank you. But yeah, Mystery Dungeon as a series, side series, has been pretty healthy. Better than most of the other spin-off series, honestly. It's been getting releases fairly consistently throughout its life. And it's been a few years since the remakes for the first ones. So, they're probably due for something. If it's an authentic remake port, they got to keep it genuine to the original experience, right? But, an updated quality of life remake is also nice. But like, don't be like Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. Don't keep it too authentic to the originals. Some quality of life changes are nice. Right, we are quickly approaching 10% odds of having found a shiny. So still not great, but we're getting up there. And that's just for me, individual, today. There's still, you have to add everyone else up. The cumulative odds. Now, again, it's the coldest take all possible, but they really should have just done Platinum. It's insane that they did Diamond and Pearl without the Platinum updates. These games the game I'm currently playing right now does feel very lazy. It's also, you can't convince me that Game Freak didn't just foist this off on another company because they wanted to make Legends for their Gen 4 remakes, but they still felt they had to make a faithful remake. So they just had this one come out from that one company whose name escapes me, and then they just made their own Legends Arceus for what they wanted to do. Which scares me as a big Gen 5 fan, what they might do with a Gen 5 remake someday. Yeah, I think that is pretty common, but I buy into it. But yeah, I really hope Black and White, if and when they get remade, get some love and support. Closer to... My preferred would be Heart Gold Soul Silver, but I would take a Fire Red Light Green or a Omega Ruby Alpha Fire. This is also my hot take, because I'm full of them. I think the prettiest Pokemon game ever made was Black 2, White 2. I think they peaked with those sprites, and nothing they've done in 3D has looked as good as those 2D games. I would love, like, HD 2D style Pokemon. Like, give me a Black and White HD 2D remake or whatever. Like, keep it that, don't make it 3D, and I am over the moon. I'm content. Yeah, I just, like, 3D Pokemon's come a long way, and it looks a lot better than it did in the 3DS era, in my opinion. Sky Battles ruined a lot of models for a long time. But, I still, like, the sprites. The sprites were so good in Black 2, White 2. I wish they'd go back to that for something. Yeah, no, something like that definitely happened behind the scenes. We may never know the true story of Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. But, I would say the end product suffered for it. But yeah, I guess it's nice to make it more accessible. Although at this point, I think that if they just did a Fire Red Leaf Green and ported Platinum to the Switch, that'd probably be a better, more accessible way to play it. Like Emmy was saying last night, and probably every time he's ever played Platinum. Platinum's just better than these games. Respectfully, of course. Yeah, I play too many games, so I don't replay games a lot, but Black and White were the last ones I played, like, multiple times during the original generation. They were also the last time I bought both versions. I won, fun fact about Cody, unlocking a memory, and then I'll rant about Game Freak. Actually, no, pause. Let's rant about Game Freak adding interesting new mechanics for one generation, then removing them, never to be seen again. It drives me up a wall. That's not a hot take either, but like, they introduce something, it's so cool, and then they just drop it. It's so annoying. I'm gonna stop that rant because it's old. But fun Cody fact. During Black White's release, I had, I think, White pre-ordered, but I went to a midnight release at GameStop. Rest in peace, old GameStop. But they had like an impromptu like tournament there, and I won because there were like 4 people and most of them sucked. Well, I think all of them sucked because I won. So I won a free copy of Black. I don't know how they were giving me a free copy, but I got like an entire extra copy of the game for winning that tournament. And I won like an Arceus statue or something. Like a little mini statue. But yeah, that was fun. It's the only time I ever won a Pokemon thing. Also, fun fact, I've been in one official Pokemon champion, like the official, I don't even remember what it's called, like, not Worlds, but like, I was in a qualifying tournament once as a child. Unfortunately, this was the 10th anniversary, the 10th anniversary in 2006. I'm old. But yeah, I was 13, and the age groups were 12 and under and 13 older, so I was in the adult group at 13. I didn't know anything about competitive Pokemon. I won my round 1 match against another, like, 13-year-old who sucked, but then in round 2, I got bodied by an adult who used a Gengar explosion combo and just destroyed me in 2 turns, and I was so embarrassed I cried afterwards. I think that guy felt bad, because I was a 13-year-old who was dumb and didn't know anything about Pokemon. My team was like Kyogre, Groudon. It was just like whoever had in Gen 3 at level 100, Blaziken. It was bad. But I beat one kid. I beat one other crappy kid. And then I lost. But yeah, that was the one time I was in an official Pokemon tournament. I did not make it far. So single elimination's brutal. But yeah, I could not actually competitively battle. I do not have it in me. I've tried it. Real, genuinely competitive battles are too much chess, mind games. Like, it hurts my head so much. It's so stressful. I remember that when Champions came out, and I tried it for the first season. I made it to Master Brawl level, then I tried playing Master Brawl level, and everyone just kicked my butt, and it hurt my head. I was like, oh my god, I'm not cut out for this. I'm definitely more of an entertainment guy. At least you stick to your theming, yeah. No, because my team was just like, I don't have any Pokemon to import, really, so I just used whatever I pulled. I tried to make a decent meta team out of that. It went alright, it got me to Master Ball at least. But yeah, it's just, I can't do competitive battle. I don't got that dog in me. I'd seen your shiny hunt. Leavanny will be in, like, by season 10, right? Also, Jay, what is your favorite bug? Can't remember if I've ever asked that. Is it Leavanny, or is it someone else? Let's take 40 there. Cool. One. God, Sometimes it really does feel like I'm patting my head and rubbing my belly or whatever. Now, if I was not constrained by real-life obligations and not trying to go as fast as possible, this would be a lot more chill. But this is quite literally a numbers game. The more I can make the number go up, the more likely I actually get a shiny. But yeah, we're quickly approaching 400 here, which will officially, slightly after 400, put me at 10% the way towards an earned shiny. And yeah, I think we'll get to 600 at least. We'll probably stop in the 600, 700 range, depending on how often I actually count. But yeah, it's flying by. It's already been about 2 hours. Even doing this mind-numbing sweet scenting. Still having fun. And yeah, we hit the top of the hour. Oh, just to remind you, Jay, definitely no shiny charm. A, I think that's cheating for this, technically, but B, my objective is to stop the spaceman in front of the ruins. I have 4 batches. I've never finished. I dropped this game because I didn't particularly like this game. So someday I might come back and beat this, but I got a ways to go. Yeah, this is pure odds. Can't lose. Can lose, but yeah. Yeah, no, between this and Sword and Shield, this was definitely the low point of me for the main series. Yeah, I could have, but also I literally haven't beaten the main story in this. Like, I didn't care about this one much. And I think you're supposed to not use a shiny charm for this. They were very, very clear in the video I watched that it was basically full on shinies. The point isn't to actually get a shiny, like, it's to, or not to easily get a shiny. 400. The point is to really, like, yeah, it's been years. It's been years. I don't know what the point of this is. I don't know why we're doing this. Number 8. I don't know why I'm here. I guess because it's funny to do the hardest way to get a shiny in the most unoptimal way. Suboptimal. But if you do get a shiny this way, and you do actually catch the shiny, then it's worthwhile or something. I don't know. I've lost the plot. But yeah, if you actually were shiny hunting, you could do this much better. But I would recommend Sweet Scent. Sweet Scent works. If you're just looking for any old shiny. But yeah, no, the point of this is not to be optimal. Not in any way, shape, or form. For sure. Error, 404. Pokemon not shiny. Psyduck not blue. There is, if you haven't seen it, I would recommend looking up, I forget their full name, but they're Absol something, who organizes this event. I believe it's them who put out an announcement video, and this has been running for years at this point, I don't know how many. But I watched this year's announcement video, and it features, I presume him, running around in the actual outdoors, describing what this is. It's definitely worth a watch. It's only like 5 minutes, I think. It kind of explains it, and it's kind of just a comedy skit. Also, I'm pretty sure he swims in very disgusting marsh water. So there's some plot of some sort. But, mostly no. It's funny, this isn't even, like, the Zelda Marathon, and, like, the marathons we've done in the past, bigger events, they're for, like, charity, or, like, they're to celebrate an anniversary. This is just kind of, like, a thing. It's just a thing that they started, and now we're just part of it. This is a wider community event. But, like, there's no rhyme or reason for this. It's just funny, because it's dumb. But, like, again, like, we're chasing that euphoria. Every non-shiny Pokemon between every Bulbagarden streamer this week builds towards that moment when someone will find a shiny. And, like, it will be like a release, and everyone will lose their mind. The lurkers will be throwing their hats up quietly. The chatters will be like spamming emotes and stuff. I'll be obnoxiously loud. If it's me. 411. That's the 411. But yeah, and I'm not a big oh god, I'm choking on my spit, sorry. Let me get my foghorn leghorn going, give me a second. I'm not a big city streamer, but I say that if we all work together as a community, then we might perhaps raise our sails metaphorically and help each other out. I don't know if that's Foghorn Leghorn or Benoit Blanc from Knives Out. But it's a fun accent to do, and the Southern gentleman accent cannot be offensive, because the South cannot be offended. I say. There are plenty of accents I could do that would get me canceled right now. This is not one of them. Also, I'm so excited for the Wile E. Coyote movie that's coming out this year. That movie almost got canceled, but the people said no. So it's coming out, and Foghorn Leghorn plays a lawyer in that, I think. Gosh, I'm so excited for that movie. I love the Looney Tunes. And Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner are my favorite Looney Tunes. I still have a lamp that I got when I was a child, like 30 years ago. It's got Roadrunner on it, going beep beep, and it's got the base of it's brick wall, and it's got the outline of Wile E. Coyote. I love that lamp so much. God, I love that lamp. But I say, I am dutifully looking forward to that movie, and they will be getting my $7 or so that my local theater charges. I am also not from and have never been to the South other than like Disney World. So I have no heritage there. I have no genuine language to that. I don't know. I just like the voice. And it's probably one of the few voices I can do right now again that it wouldn't be offensive. I'm not particularly good at voice acting or accents. Also, I think I have what would be described as a Midwestern or possibly a Michigan accent. I think it's Midwestern, but also it's got the Michigan uniqueness to it. Like, when I go to order a drink, I would order a pop. Not a soda, not a Coke, a pop. That is a very Michigan thing. But I think it's kind of nasally, kind of... I don't know how else to describe Midwestern accent. You know it when you hear it. 'Twas me, but also I use big words sometimes. It's very much not a Midwestern thing. Because I am a well-read gentleman. But then also I read them and don't hear them out loud, so sometimes we'll say 8. 8 sounds right. Maybe 9. No, this is 9. Number 9. 420. So we're getting those odds better than normal. So I should be getting them about once every 100, and we're getting them once every 200 or so. But we're not hunting for Azurill, unless it's purple or whatever. Azurill. That's another, I just mentioned that with words I've read but haven't heard out loud. Pokemon names was another thing that I really have encountered where I've not heard them. This was especially bad when I was a kid, but like, I realized I didn't know how to pronounce them at all. And then like I'd hear them pronounced, I'd be like mind blown. Like Suicune. Suicune's a classic one for me. Like, I don't know how I read this the way I did as a child, but for a long time I pronounced it as Suicine. Even though that's adding another I that shouldn't be there. I don't know why I did, but in my head for a long time it was Suicine. Suicune. Very different. I know there were plenty more like that, but that's the one that really stuck with me. Are there any other good ones like that? No, I mean, like, some of them are pretty obvious, like Mew, 2, easy, boom, done. But there were definitely ones I couldn't pronounce. can't think of any more. Doesn't help my brain's fried, but if I do, I'll think of any more, I'll let you know. But I think that's, especially when you're, like, young, dumb kid, very common thing. And other than, like, especially back in the day, other than the cartoon, you're not going to hear them said out loud very often. And also, even if they were in the cartoon, there's no guarantee that dub was accurate. I wouldn't necessarily trust Season 1 of Pokemon to pronounce things 100% right. Alright, I have to pee, but I think I can make it, like 1 more hour before I wrap it up. Trying to optimize our time here. Alright, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna try speedrunning here. So we're gonna do, starting with the next one, distracting because my phone just went off, from 4:30 to 4:40, we're just gonna not say anything. We're just gonna go as fast as possible to grind those out. So starting now, I'm just gonna shut up for the next minute or two. Starting now. I'm bored. Lock-in's really hard. So I'll never be a competitive anything. Hopefully you enjoyed the dulcet tones of the Great Marsh. It's also, because GDQ just wrapped up, so it's on the mind, but speedrunning is another thing that I have mad respect for. I don't think I could ever do. I can't do the same thing over and over again where I have to be perfect. I can do the same thing over and over again where I just have to, like, do it once to succeed. So like this, or a Pokemon Stadium. But like, when speedrunning, the entire point is doing an entire run perfectly, or flawlessly, basically. That level of perfection is way too stressful for me. I've considered it, but I couldn't do it. It's not in my nature. But, and also, I don't really follow GDQ, but I like to watch a run every now and then. I saw the Hey You Pikachu run. That was very funny. Yeah, I forgot about that game. Hey You Pikachu. I remember that game was the coolest looking thing I read in Nintendo Power as a kid. I don't think it's very good, objectively speaking. But boy, it looked neat. I did play Pokemon Channel on the GameCube, though, which spiritual successor of sorts. The one where you watch TV with Pikachu. I don't think that game was very good either, but I remember enjoying it. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need more, like, weird games that are on console, not on phone. Give me a Pokemon Channel sequel for some reason. Like, Pokemon streaming, like you and Pikachu on Twitch or something? Come on. Be brave. Ooh, 4 for 4. Make a wish. I wished for a shiny Pokemon, but it didn't come true. 5. So another thing that comes to mind relating to those weird spin-offs. So I loved Coliseum next to Gale of Darkness. I played those a lot as a kid. They came out at the perfect time for me. Those were fun. We got Gale of Darkness on the Switch Online. They announced Coliseum for the Switch Online. That was one of the original ones they announced. It's been over a year, and there's no sign of life for it. It's crazy. It's also hilarious that they released XZ first. I understand why they did. It makes sense, because it's a lot more approachable. It's a lot more polished, I think. It's probably the better of the two, even though I love Coliseum. But it's so funny, because technically it's a sequel, and they didn't release the original one first. But, like, it's not really... It's a sequel in that it takes place after it, but there's not a lot of direct connection. You're perfectly fine to play XD and then go back and play Coliseum. But it's just so funny that Coliseum was one of like the 4 games they showed at the beginning, and they still haven't released it. But they released its second one. I don't know how Nintendo decides what to release when. It feels very arbitrary. But I wouldn't be surprised if they shadow drop Coliseum next month, or I wouldn't be surprised if it took another year. Nothing would surprise me about that at this point. I am getting to the point where I'm getting like loopy and paranoid that I'm gonna like literally see the shiny and just quit it. Because Carnivine Shiny, if you haven't looked it up, it's pretty bad. It's just like a different shade of green. I'm so concerned. I'm pretty sure it would sparkle or whatever. It'd be fairly obvious it's a shiny Pokemon. But that is my number one fear right now, is that I just miss a shiny. It's the mind, it drifts. Sorry, I'm wasting all my brain melting energy on not counting correctly, so that when I see a shiny, I'll be locked into it. But you could probably add at least 30 or 40 encounters I haven't properly marked. I would not be surprised. I have at least so far done the numbers correctly. I haven't skipped a number or like typed the wrong thing, which is impressive. Have you ever just sat and counted to 450? It's a lot of counting. 455. Nothing. But yeah, I will probably go another hour and change from this point, I think. We'll see how the vibes are feeling. If I catch a shiny, that sure would encourage me to stop sooner. 4, 5, 6. Squid Games. But, yeah, I need to leave enough time to lunch and shower before work, which shouldn't take too long. I have the best job right now because I work at my local public library, as I've yapped about plenty. But, I literally live like a 2-minute drive away. If I were to walk, which I won't because there's still wildfire smoke, ruining my summer, but, it's like a 7-minute walk from my house, or like a 2-minute drive. It's so good. I will never have a better commute, and that includes when I used to work from home at my crappy office job. I rolled out of bed and worked on this computer. That was like a 2-second commute, but I was miserable and hated it. So that I prefer my happy commute of 2 minutes. Yeah, I think they kind of tried that with, like, 3DS games had a similar engine, for sure. That's why they kept reusing the, flying, animations, like Sky Battles in X and Y. So that ruined a lot of birds. Like, they were just floating in midair. But yeah, I think, yeah, Sword and Shield is obviously its own thing. Or I think it was. I don't think they could have built off 3DS too hard. Then Scarlet and Violet. Rather different. I just forgot to count that one, whatever. Hopefully Wind and Waves just builds off Scarlet and Violet. But no, it's kind of similar to that one rant that I've ranted so many times, I'm not going to rant it again, but like, mechanically, I wish they'd stop creating cool, unique mechanics and then never bringing them back. Yeah, no, Game Freak is, certainly not the most efficient company. But yeah, no, that's to get self-critical about the franchise I represent here, unofficially, but slightly. Game Freak, and this is why I like Winds and Waves so far. They need more time, like, to do their thing. They kind of just became a merchandise franchise machine, and like they just kept the games going so they could keep selling stuff. so giving it more breathing room should theoretically help. So I'm optimistic about Winds and Waves. But yeah, it's wild. If you follow the development progress of Pokemon over the years, it's gone all over the place. But again, the problem is too, like, as long as Pokemon keep selling, and Pokemon's gonna keep selling for as long as I live, it's hard to incentivize them to really, like, reinvent the wheel, or maybe the opposite, to build upon the same wheel. I don't know. Like, market demand would dictate how they develop. If, you know, it sold bad, they'd tell them to do something else, but Pokemon will never really sell bad. I don't know what they'd have to do to make Pokemon sell bad. Yeah, and that's fair. That's valid. Dino Gets for ketchup. But, punting the games an extra year gives it, 1 extra year to, have hope. Or cope, depending on, your outlook. We won't know the answer to that question until at least 2027. I thought that V-Bro was special. It's not. But yeah, if you just joined me, hello, welcome. I am Cody. I am multimedia editor for Bulba Garden, occasional streamer, and for this week I am a crazy shiny hunter, playing through the Sweet Scent Simulator here in Brilliant Diamond. We are approaching 470 encounters, more or less. I've definitely not hit every encounter. But this is part of Safari Week, the event where we all try and catch full-on shinies in the Safari Zone. We're psychos. Yeah, no, at this point, Pokemon's persisted long enough that, like, parents with kids have gotten into it, so you get their kids into it, and Pokemon's just such a great, like, franchise for that. Like, it's just, like, it is, like, a magnet for children. Like, it's just, it works so well. Like, there's a million designs. It's, especially nowadays, very user-friendly, kid-friendly. Like, they have the merchandise. The merchandise is amazing. They have the show, which I think is still going. I've fallen off of that. They have the card game. They have everything. It's just such a media machine. Like, there's so many ways to, like, get introduced to Pokemon. And then once you're in it, it can be very addicting, and you like it, and you get attached to your favorites, so yeah, the games are just one byproduct of the bigger Pokemon machine these days. Even Pal World couldn't steal away Pokemon's thunder. No, I just had a thought, but I can't say that one yet. That would be really funny. I've never played Pal World, though. That, the initial trailer was funny, but there's absolutely no interest for me to play that, let alone time. But yeah, many have tried. I remember we'll call this number 10. Number 10 is Azurill. Remember Yokai Watch? Tried to make that a thing, and that did not hit in America at all. I think outside of Japan, that bombed hard. Yeah, no, that's also, because that reminds me of, I think it was Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, so a decade ago at this point. But I really was hoping they would incorporate the Battle Frontier into those remakes. But I remember someone who worked on it, I don't remember who, someone basically in talking about that said that kids these days don't have the interest or the attention span to do something like the Battle Frontier again, basically, so, like, there's no point in putting the effort into it. Yeah, you probably know that quote, but basically, yeah, like, they didn't do it because kids wouldn't do it, basically. It's a shame. It's probably accurate, but it's a shame, because I loved Emerald's Battle Frontier. I played that a lot. I sucked at it. I won, like, 1 silver badge or medal or whatever, but it was such great post-game content. And yeah, since Sword and Shield, I guess, like, the post-game content's been severely lacking. Like, what they do now is basically story DLC instead of, like, in-game post-game content. Basically, you beat the main story, there's not much else to do until the DLC comes out. To be fair, he probably does speak for Pokemon at this point, and Game Freak is basically Game Freak's not entirely Pokemon. They have, like, other games they make occasionally, but they're basically Pokemon. And we can yell at Game Freak because they make the games. But yeah, I think Masuda's cool though, because I saw a video of him when the Pokemon theme park opened, where he was just like talking to people at the entrance. That was so cool. Yeah, but like you said, like in general, non-story based content is really lacking in the modern games. But it's like Battle Frontier is probably my favorite, like post-game content. I like it more than just a straight-up battle tower or a battle chateau. So I like when there's variety to it. That's mean. But yeah, no, because I think a lot of A, it relies on the DLC, like I said, but B, like with champions especially, they just rely on like PvP basically for content. Yeah, no, they definitely are lacking, and besides like catching them all, there's not too much to do. I'd agree with that sentiment, and especially as someone who's not into the PvP too much. I appreciated the solo stuff. Oh, and the raids. That's the other thing that they've invested in Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet is the PvE stuff. Which it's fine, it's whatever. I don't particularly like that. But yeah, that's another thing they've put a lot of their energy and effort into is just raids. Thank you, Pokemon Go. Yeah. Nah, I think basically, sometimes it feels like old man yells at Cloud. But, you know, they're never going to go back to the Pokemon we grew up with. But we still have it. For the, like, it's accessible in some capacity. And, like, if they're going to keep porting it, like, I'd love for them to port Emerald with the Battle Frontier onto Switch. Make that way more accessible. Maybe the kids will like it. Give them a chance. But yeah, it's fun to reminisce about Pokemon. Pokemon's so old at this point. It's been through a lot. Yeah, contests, the studio stuff. Like, there've been so many great one-offs that I engaged with in the one game then forget exist. Yeah, because Gen 2, 3, 4 were probably my like peak engagement in the games. Probably 3 and 4 I played the most. But yeah, I played a lot of Pokemon contests. I didn't play as much PokeStar Studio, but I remember enjoying that. But yeah, there's definitely a lot more than just battling and catching. But not in the modern games, really. Not particularly. But it's a shame that they didn't keep, like, a contest side thing going throughout those. It's another valid point. Yeah, I haven't rated too much in any of the games, so I can't really talk about them. But the AI is definitely not the greatest. At least they're accessible with randoms for the most part. Sometimes. At least you can try. I don't know if they're actually good, but yeah. I think the lag was bad, but again, I'm not one to talk. I engaged with the raids very briefly after the game came out, and then I've not kept up with the super mighty raids or whatever. Yeah, they're just not my interest either, because it's basically just battling. Yeah, I wonder what the Winds and Waves, if they'll have another raid gimmick or something along those lines. With Legends EA bringing back Megas, I'm curious if they're going to bring Megas back, or if they'll do something else. I do wonder if they'll have raids. They might do like Mega Raids, or they'll have some other gimmick raids. I'm sure they'll keep some kind of raids, though. I don't see them going away from that. Not as long as Pokemon Go is still printing money. It's what the children are used to. Mega Flygon. It's like the Genealogy remake. It's like, come on, it's the most obvious thing, and they'll just never get around to it. Alright, who's ready for Shiny N500? No, it's crazy, because Flygon was almost in like the initial batch, and then they just couldn't come up with a good design for it. And then they had a decade, and then they had... Yeah, and then they... came back to Megas again. They started making them again, and they had 2 batches of Megas, and they didn't include Mega Flygon in any of those. Right? Like, how hard is it? Poor Flygon. Flygon deserves it. Yeah. Now, I feel like it would have been like a Dragon Bug Mega, probably. I feel like that would have been, like, the evolution. Like, drop some ground, pick up some bug. Yeah, no, I just, hashtag sponsored. I just ran through a YouTube poll with, like, all the Mega designs. I ended up doing every type, number 11. So it was really fun to actually, like, go through all the designs, kind of critically with the polls. It's not critical at all, because it's just a YouTube poll, but, like, just to actually compare them all. And some of them are real interesting. It's funny. I like, Starmie's so funny. It's just, it got legs. Like, they couldn't think of anything for Starmie, or for Flygon, but then they just did Starmie like that. It's so funny. But that's the fun part about Pokemon. There's someone out there who saw Mega Starmie and was like, yes, this is my Mega. Yeah, and to each their own. Derpy can be endearing, but yeah, I understand if you don't like it. And also, it's a good point about the inconsistency about the starters. Like, Gen 2 starters, one of them has a regional form, 2 of them have a Mega. That's really weird, too. I don't know that Typhlosion is ever getting a Mega. And I doubt that Feraligatr or Meganium are ever getting regional forms. It's debatable about which one's better. Like, Mega's better for competitive, but regional form's probably better for longevity. Although, like, it might be hard to get it. Yeah. It's, I don't know. There's a lot to digest with Pokemon. It's a lot to consider and mull over. Yeah, it's funny because Pokemon is so popular that literally every design will have someone who defends it and loves it, and someone who hates it. Like, I think Charizard's great. I love Charizard. I am so tired of Charizard. Charizard's good too. Charizard's a good Pokemon, I admit it, but like, I'm just so tired of Charizard. That's why I hate Leon in Gen 8. But yeah, I do hope that they keep up Megas. Because it's at least a unique design. Like, it's not fair or balanced, like, with who gets what. But if they keep them going for more long-term, at least it will fill in a lot of big gaps. Like, ideally, you get a Flygon. Maybe you'll get your Milotic and Typhlosion and Hydreigon. Hydreigon. But, like, if you look at something like Z-moves or Terastallizing, at least it's across the board. So, like, any Pokemon can utilize it. So it's more fair and balanced in that way. But it's not as, like, unique as Megas. So it's like, you know, in each their own. And I think that might be why I like regionals, regional evolutions. Because while they're typically not as, regional evolutions or just new evolutions, I guess, they're not as OP as Megas, but at least they're, like, it's forever. Like, I don't know, like a Tangela evolving to a Tangrowth. Or Yanmega from a Yanma. At least, like, that's forever. Like, in every game that has a Yanma, you should get a Yanmega. Versus, if you're relying on a Mega evolution, if they take away Megas again, then you can't use it. It's gone. Also, yeah, if you have opinions about Mega evolutions and you haven't yet, go check out the Bulbagarden YouTube channel, the community page for a month, 2 months of polls about Mega evolution designs, and see what the community thinks about every type, basically. Yeah, I think if they ever do another round of Mega evolutions, Flygon has to be number 1. Come on, guys. Like, you can pick something. Give it longer antenna or something. Just try. Also, I'm actually kind of shocked they had Restraint and didn't do a Charizard Z. Not gonna lie. Like, Lucario makes sense. The other ones, Absol had one, and then Garchomp makes sense. Like, they're all relatively popular Pokemon, but I'm shocked they didn't make a Charizard. Yeah, I still haven't played ZA, so I haven't seen them in the game itself. I've just looked at their poll information, or their PNGs, basically, for the polls. So I'll reserve judgment fully until I see a lot of them in, no, I was gonna say first person, 3D. But yeah, there are a lot of questionable ones. Now, Dragonite's funny because it's like pulling from the Dragonair design that it completely got rid of in the regular evolution. Yeah, that's speaking of cold hot takes, but a lot of people have been disappointed over the years when they find out Dragonair evolves into Dragonite. I like Dragonite, but I also like Dragonair a lot too, and I can understand why someone would be disappointed when it goes from the like serpentine blue majestic one to the lovable mascot derpy dragon. But yeah, now I've been around it too long. I like Dragonite. And then Mega Dragonite got wings and a cool tail. It was not Dragonair colored, I assume, right? You probably just got a lame one. You see, I understand your argument with that, but I think... Okay, I think I'm back. Alright, I should be back. Refresh the stream if you have to. Drop in chat there just in case. We're doing so well. Okay, I think that kept the VOD at least, so that'll just be a hiccup. But yeah, it looks like we're good. Alright, we're good. I don't remember what I was talking about. It's not important. Whatever. We're so back. But yeah, we were doing pretty good today until that one drop. Ooh. What happened to that shiny Dratini? Ooh, is this gonna be conflict? Did you not evolve it? Evolve into Dragonair, then stop? Actually, hold on. This is worth looking up. I want to look at the shiny line for them, because I don't remember. Let's see, Dratini. Okay, yeah. So shiny Dratini's the pink. Shiny Dragonair also pink, right? Yeah. And then turns green. Yep. Okay. And I remember Dragonite. Ooh. Wait, I like the Mega Dragonite, right? Is it blue? I got it, again, Cody opinion, I don't like green, so I don't like the Mega Dragonite. But is Mega Dragonite blue? I like that. My hot take. But yeah, I understand why it's divisive either way. Oh yeah, I remember what I was talking about. The Ghastly line. Yeah, Ghastly Gengar Haunter. I feel like that might be the most, like, split 50-50, like, 3 ways line, where, like, I could see any one of those being someone's favorite. Yeah, also that explains why you don't like it. But yeah, no, there's lots of divisive takes, but I feel like, the Gengar line, I could see any one of those being someone's favorite. Like, there's big Haunter fans, there's big Gengar fans, and there's definitely Ghastly fans out there too. And I think that's honestly probably a good thing. I think it's a sign that a line is developed well if it has those strong opinions throughout. Like, the most basic line is like cute thing, middle thing that's awkward, cool thing. So a lot of Pokemon fall into that trap, and it's whatever. But like, if you can design a Pokemon line that's three stages, and each one of them has its fans, that's probably like you're doing something well. Now the problem is, if you don't like Gengar, is the same thing with like any like final evolution is going to be basically the most popular 99% of the time. It's just the way it is. You spend the most time with it. Like, if you're not going for the cutesy angle, you're going for the cool angle, and that's where the final evolution comes from. Most middle evolutions just get lost in the sauce, and you don't get stuck with them, and they're not the cute one. But yeah, I respect anyone who thinks Haunter's better than Gengar. It's like I respect anyone who thinks Dragonair is better than Dragonite. I think... Yeah, I'm pretty split. I don't have a strong opinion either way. I like them all. But yeah, no, Gengar's definitely gotten a lot of play. Got a Mega and a Gigantamax form. Ash used one in the anime. It's definitely very big secondary mascot material. So if you don't like it, I understand it. Oh, that's also a good point. Yeah, it's very solid. It was also the original Ghost, too, so it's got a lot going for it. Just like how Dragonite was the original dragon. Yeah, it's just, No, the way you feel about Gengar, I don't feel that strongly, but it's very similar to how I feel about Charizard. I do think Charizard's cool, but I'm just so tired of Charizard, like, in everything, getting all the Megas, getting every form, getting featured in everything. Like, Charizard was my least pick. I played a lot of Gen 1. I used Charmander the least. I loved Squirtle and Bulbasaur's lines a lot more. So to see Charizard get all this love just drives me up the wall. And because I'm talking about it again, I'm so tired. Why did Leon have Charizard, a Gen 1 Pokemon, as his a Gen 1 starter, as his ace? Drive me up a wall. But yeah, and then in the rebooted series, one of the main guys had a Charizard, and then Pikachu was there. Yeah, Charizard's cool, but it's too much. Just too much, yeah. Charizard, like, I think I've come around to Pikachu. Like, I know Pikachu gets way too much too, but I like Pikachu more than Charizard for sure. But yeah, sometimes you just see something too much and it drives you nuts. And I understand if anyone feels that for a lot of the Gen 1 Pokemon that get pushed, like Eevee, Pikachu, Charizard, Gengar there, Dragonite even. I do like Raichu more than Pikachu. That's not a hot take either. But yeah, no, Pikachu is the mascot, so like, I definitely understand if you're tired of it. I don't hate, you can't make me hate Pikachu. I'm tired of Pikachu and I'll never pick it as my favorite, but I still like Pikachu. I take all that hate I might feel for Pikachu and I push it onto Charizard. That's what I do to psychoanalyze me. If I never see another Charizard in a prominent role, I'll be happy. And Eevee, I'm not even tired of Eevee yet. Like, I understand if you're tired of Eevee, the evolutions, but like, Eevee's cool too in my book. Yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon who get a lot of, like, marketing push. And if you just see it too often and you get tired of it, it's a perfectly valid opinion. Oh yeah, yeah, it's a really funny point. In Go, they literally just had the Pikachu event where it's just Pikachu in every different hat it's ever had. So yeah, if you're tired of Pikachu, that was not the event for you. I can get behind Ditto the mascot. And they have had some Ditto love too throughout the years. Not like mascot levels, definitely not, but like the Ditto line with the plushies, those are cool, where it's all the Pokemon with Ditto face. Also, because this is a really fun fact, I'm sure you were, but it still blows my mind. Also, I call it Ditto face, it's funny, but Ditto, originally, when you transformed with a Ditto, it's just correct. It was a Duplica's Ditto in the anime, who started that trend of creating the, like, transformed Pokemon with the funny Ditto face. And somehow that eventually caught on. It was very marketable for merch. But yeah, no, I think I ranted about this earlier before you showed up, but I used to play Pokemon Go a lot more regularly. But then they started doing too many events and it burnt me out. So now I just log in every day. I'll log in daily, I'll catch a couple Pokemon, do my daily task, and then that's that. Like, I just couldn't keep up with all that. Every week there's a new, like, grind out a battle pass thing. It was too much for me. So I'm not catching every Pikachu, or enough Pikachus to get all the daily points. It's too much for me. It's funny. Thinking about ghosts, Mischievous, I think, is probably my favorite ghost. Mischievous or Chandelier. But Mischievous in Gen 2, I think, is a way cooler ghost, just as a Banshee. I like Miss Magus too, but I love Mischievous more, just the head. Yeah, it's probably either that or Chandelier. Chandelier I used a lot in game, in Black and White, so I have really strong opinions there. I think Mischievous is such a cute, cool design. Yeah, no, it's just... Yeah, about Go, that's definitely the right method. Like, if you treat it as an obligation, you're gonna get burnt out and unhappy. And I was starting to, and it was just too much, and I just don't like it that much, so I took a step back. I don't have time or energy to spend on it. But yeah, it's also, I play Pokemon, yeah. I play Pikmin Bloom. I do that one more. But basically, yeah. And a hench crow evolves into a mafia boss crow. Man, I really wish that they would have done more what they did in Gen 4 and just adding evolutions to existing Pokemon that need it. Because, like, they're not regional, they're just new evolutions. And it really helped a lot of Gen 2 Pokemon, especially, that needed it. And it's not that hard to get a Honchkrow, hypothetically. But thank you, Jay, for the hydrate. Yeah, I don't transfer over enough, even though I have a lot of Pokemon to go. But hydrating, thank you. Ah. Alright. Who's ready for 555? Let's get that shiny. Make a wish. Oh. I wish I had Wi-Fi. But yeah, it is... I will give them this. It's nice that they let you transfer out of Go. There's a world where they never really implemented that connectivity, and they're just stuck in Go forever. And it wouldn't have surprised me if they did that. But it is another way to potentially get Pokemon. Rare or otherwise hard to get. Also, they did just... I finally caught a Tropius and a Mime Jr. in Go. I hatched a Mime Jr. and I think I caught a Tropius and I had it, like, give away an event. I understand, because Pokemon Go is a geographic location game, but it's insane that some Pokemon are only available in specific locations. Like, you have to go, like, into Europe or something to get a Pokemon. It's crazy. But yeah, that's a valid point, though. It helps with the accessibility. But yeah, no, I'm happy I finally filled in some more of my decks. I'm just a very casual Pokedex collector at this point. At this point, I don't know if I'd want to start Go. It's been 10 years. Yeah, it's probably not worth it. Just stay happy where you're at. You're fine. Hell is a city in Michigan, fun fact. They have a big tourism thing. You can go to Hell. And get your picture taken, be mayor of the day. It's a whole thing. Yeah, no, I think the biggest bummer for me was that when I first started Go was learning that even once I got, like, decent Pokemon, I could never solo a lot of the fun stuff. And that really hurt my engagement, because I just don't have enough people I know IRL, or I didn't, I still don't, who played it. I didn't want to, like, find meetups and all that. It was too much effort, too much work. I'm not gonna ask which F word. I can think of a few. Yeah, we are basically a family-friendly stream here. Unless I don't find a shiny. I'm gonna be Starlying myself. Oh yeah, I bet you Final Fantasy XIV is terrible at this point. It's been around for so long. Yeah, it's funny, like, mobile games, gacha games, like, ongoing games like that just have years and years built upon them. There's, a lot there, and they just make it terrible for new people to get in. Like, if you know Destiny, Destiny 2, if you're familiar with those games at all by Bungie, those games literally, like, number 12. Those games literally, like, Disney vaulted their content, so like if you were a new player jumping in, after a certain point you literally couldn't get the entire story. I was like, gotcha, Jay. But it's insane when you have like an ongoing game like that and you just don't make it accessible. Yeah, I play... Alright, Cody confession time. I play one gacha game. I don't spend money on it, but I'm just free to play. I play Zenless Zone Zero, ZZZ. I just happened to jump in right when it started a couple years ago, and I've just kept up with it. I don't pay out any money into it, but like if you were to jump in now, there's 2 years of plot to catch up on, and it's like zigged and zagged so many ways. So I understand how some games can be really hard to get into. Yeah, and that game's pretty simple, like, meta-wise. ZCZ is just a action game, basically. It's not nearly so big as an MMO. But yeah, if you don't get in on the ground floor of something, it can be very intimidating, or possibly impossible to catch up. You just don't have the energy, time, money, resources, or quite possibly the availability to get in on it. Like, imagine, I guess, Pokemon's a funny example. If you tried to get in, like, if you just wanted to play every Pokemon game in order, number 13, like, there's a lot of growth and zigzagging you're gonna get if you went all the way back to Gen 1 and played them all in order. Like, it's not nearly as daunting, but it's still, like, especially if you had to go back and you want to do it legit, you have to get a Game Boy, get the red and blue cartridge, and so on and so forth. Just a lot of things that go on for a long time aren't very accessible, I think is the point. Pokemon's just basically single-player stuff. It's not even the multiplayer MMO online stuffs. Could always be worse. But yeah, no, it tickles me. I don't play Destiny. I've never played Destiny. I have no interest in Destiny. But it tickles me that they literally, while the game was still ongoing, stopped selling and made it available the content that you need for the story. So you'll never get the full story. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, unfortunately, from the content creator perspective. You want to have your niche, and you want to stand out that way. But I understand if you're a content enjoyer or content finder, like trying to find it, it can really fragment the important information. And yeah, Final Fantasy XIV's been going for so long, I'm sure that game is very complicated at this point. Oh, like 3 Carnivines in a row, nice. But you're all not shiny. 6, 12, 30, 36. Alright, so we're approaching the 1 in 6, 1 in 7 odds, I believe, of having caught a shiny. So still not great, but like, I've seen these hit in Fire Emblem. And just remember this, add 600 whatever I end up with to the total count for the week, and then eventually we will get a shiny. But no, I've had... Alright, going back to my gacha luck. So yeah, I play ZZZ if you know it. If you don't know it, don't worry about it. But basically, it's got gacha luck, where it's, I don't know how bad the actual odds are. Terrible odds to actually pull the limited time banners, characters. A lot of times I go all the way down to what's called pity, where it just like gives you a guaranteed rare at the end. Ignore that too. A few times I've forgotten it earlier, less than I would think. But one time in that game, actually 2. But one time I pulled 2 characters. One was I lost a coin flip, one I won a coin flip, so that was pretty cool. In 1 10 pull. I had 2 more. And one time I pulled the same character I wanted. I won 2 coin flips, so I had a 25% chance of actually winning the coin flips. I got them both, or 1 in 4. But then also I had like incrementally small odds of actually getting the rare character. And I pulled them twice. I got them in a 10 pull. So in 2 years I had that most insane pull, 1 really good pull, and then some decently early pulls to make up for all my bad luck. RNG is cruel like that. But when it hits, it hits. I understand why gambling addicts are gambling addicts in the moment. But yeah, I don't actually gamble in real life or anything. But like that dopamine rush is... Oh, hope to get that today, in the next half hour or so. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get to 600, and then we're going to step away for a brief moment, and then we'll do one last burst, I think. So we're approaching the 3-hour mark. That is another, like, I like Discord, but, like, modern wikis being in Discord is a terrible idea, for a number of reasons. One, they're just not really readable. Like a proper wiki, a proper non-fandom wiki, hashtag sponsored, hashtag ad, hashtag Bulbapedia, is the best way to transfer, or to keep information, to transfer it through time, to make it accessible, yada, yada, yada. But also, it's a lot less followable to, like, if a Discord server just disappears, then all that information's gone. Or Reddit, or, you know, or if, like, Discord as a company goes out of business, then it's just gone. You know, an independent, awesome wiki with all that information, hashtag ad, hashtag sponsored, is the best way to preserve information and make it accessible. Cough, Bulbapedia. Yeah, no, because I love Discord. It's great for, like, what it does for, like, chatting with friends, basically. But yeah, no, it's terrible for the rest of it. So I'm going to leave you right here. Here, make you rotate Dawn. I have to go to the bathroom. I will be right back. I'm just going to leave it up because I'll be quick. So yeah, we'll do another half hour or so. We'll get through 600. So I will be right back. I'm not going to throw up the screen. Alright, and I'm back. So yeah, we'll go another about 30 more minutes here on my block, and we'll see if we can have any luck. And then yeah, then I'll actually have to wrap it up because I am getting hungry and have to shower and get ready for work. I go to work in 2 hours. So yeah, we'll push through 600 and get that shiny. Or disappoint trying. Yeah, I hydrated a little too much. I thought I could make it through the end, but I could not. So thank y'all. Hydration's important. But don't drink marsh water. Marsh water is icky. Full of parasites. Oh my god, I didn't even talk about that today. Oh. I said the secret slime word, parasite. So if you follow the news, especially American news, it's a lot of it, but you might have heard of a parasite going around, a stomach virus, essentially, that, I don't want to say the words, but, basically, it ruins you, it ruins your stomach for weeks at a time. The hot spot of that is in Michigan, right here, where I live. Like, that is the, ground zero for the worst of it. Like, we have the most cases here. It's the thing that, like, has to deal with Taco Bell and lettuce, and, Taco Bell is actually just one, location where you could get sick from it, I believe. It's got a wider source, but Taco Bell is the first one to apologize for it, so they took a lot of heat. But if you've heard any of that, that is centered exactly on where I live, basically. I'm like right in the midst of it. So I've had that to worry about too. I don't want the diarrhea virus. So it's been a wild and wacky summer as I breathe in wildfire smoke and avoid poison lettuce. But yeah, it's life is never dull. Would you like to make me sing again? To be fair, that was only Emmy's thing. I don't have a thing. I don't know what my specific thing would be. It'd be really funny if my streamer specific thing was just to shut up for 5 minutes. Stop talking. But that's not very entertaining. Can make the streamer specific thing after run from a shiny if it comes in the next 5 minutes. That would be funny. That would be content. But yeah, I'm open to non-singing ideas. I'm gonna have no voice. It's gonna be so funny. Like, I talk a normal amount at work, but I'm gonna have no voice. Alright. 600. Now, it's always a whooper. Every milestone's a whooper. I wish... It'd be a funny one if I was bilingual. Like, if I could just, like, drop 5 minutes of Spanish on you. But I did not retain enough of that. I'd be like, hola, me llamo Cody. Estoy bien, ¿y tú? I'm out. Verde. Colores rojo. I took 2 years of high school Spanish and 2 semesters of college Spanish, and I did so good in Spanish in college I got an award. Actually, like a genuine, like, from Mexico bookmark at a presentation. It was really cool, and like a certificate. But yeah, I didn't retain any of that. It's so funny the things you don't remember when you just don't do it. Nah, I wasn't good at Spanish. I was just good at school. I was valedictorian in high school. I got the top GPA in my class. I had to give a speech. Ugh. Fun facts. And then I got a very good GPA in college. It's a lot more competitive and no one cares that much as long as you graduate. But yeah, I'm a scholarly fellow. Not to brag, although this is also a fun question. My high school graduating class was at only 99, so I was the first #1 out of 99 people, which is not that big. I imagine your high school class was probably much bigger, or your high school is probably a lot bigger. But I went to a charter school, so it was pretty small. It was getting a lot bigger, like it was getting a lot overcrowded, realistically, when I graduated. Like every year, each class got bigger and bigger, and there was no room in that building. But yeah, it was pretty small in the whole compared to a public school where I've heard like hundreds and hundreds, or even like 1,000 graduating class. Not to devalue my accomplishment, it's pretty good. But I had a really small graduating class relative to a lot of people. And it wasn't rural, it was just charter. Charter, which is like private but free, so it's like private but suckier. For-profit schooling, basically. I don't know if y'all have a charter school system where you live. But yeah, it's basically treated like a private school, but you don't have to pay for it to attend. And I'm glad, because it was very public school education. Derogatory. I had a dream about high school recently. I'm old enough now that, like, when I dream about school, which isn't too frequently anymore, it's usually college. But I had a back in high school dream, like this week, the first time in a long time. Now, typically my anxiety dreams nowadays are about work, because I'm an adult. Even though I like my job, I still have anxiety dreams about it sometimes. It's also crazy. I have very vivid dreams, like, almost every night. It's very exhausting. But it was really bad during the school semester, where I think I was just stressed out from work and school and all that. I was, like, losing sleep, because, like, every time I'd sleep, I just have, like, an exhausting dream. And it was just, like, I just want to, like, go to sleep and see nothing but black for 8 hours, and I'd be good. I can't do it anymore. My mind doesn't shut off. But yeah, the summer's definitely helped because my stress levels have been different but lower. Yeah, luckily I didn't go to charter prison. Yeah. Yeah, no, America's all about private enterprise, for better or worse. But yeah, no. I'm going to say a hot take here. I'll just say it briefly, and I'll move on it. Private prisons are abhorrent, and the fact that they exist is disgusting. It's insane that you want to monetize that. But yeah, that's a heavy topic. We don't need it here. Yeah, no, just, I wish you could choose dreams. I'd have much calmer dreams, or just turn off dreams for a while. I dream every night, literally every night. I've heard about people who don't dream at all, and I envy them a bit. But, like, dreams are cool. I've gotten some cool, like, someday, also my, spilling my heart, someday I want to be an author, like, great fiction. And I've gotten some really cool story ideas from dreams that I genuinely probably would have never come up with on my own. But it's, like, inspired. It's like my own brain came up with this. Shock. But, like, it's just, I don't know if I'd trade that for all the actual, like, tossing and turning I do. I can't stop. My brain doesn't stop. Even during my off months, my brain doesn't stop. Yeah. It feels like dreams can feel like the grass is always greener, where if you don't dream a lot, you probably wish you dreamt more, and if you dream a lot, you might wish you dreamt less. Yeah, and that is a good point, where it's like, I don't have nightmares, I just have very vivid active dreams. Like, I can't remember the last time I had, like, a genuine, like, because I used to have a lot more as a kid, but, like, genuine, like, terrifying nightmare. Like, I don't have sleep paralysis, I don't have any of that. I just dream a lot, and they're just, like, a lot of them are just mundane dreams. A lot's happening in them, but they're nothing too crazy. That could be a lot worse. It could always be worse. I'm so glad I don't have sleep paralysis. I've never met a demon in my sleep. That would be a great Pokemon. Should have done that with the, like, Ultra Beast. Although, maybe they kind of did, but, like, a sleep paralysis Pokemon. Sleep paralysis demon Pokemon. They get, like, a dark something. Probably just dark type. But yeah. The grass could always be worse, but it could be better. Such is life. I'm getting hungry, so now I'm getting extra loopy. We might be able to push 700. Darkrai is a sleep paralysis. He's asleep. It's like a nightmare demon. I don't know if it's sleep paralysis. To be honest, I don't know what a sleep paralysis demon Pokemon would look like. Darkrai is probably about as close as you'll get. And I forget what Darkrai's, what does Darkrai's Mega look like? Because I know Darkrai had a Mega, and I've seen it, but I don't remember it well. I don't know if that looks more or less like a paralysis demon. Actually, no, you're right. It does just siphon off dream energy from nightmares. Yeah, no, you're probably right. Either way. No, you're right. Never mind. Game Freak did it. I also have a friend, on a similar note. Oh, yeah, Kirby's boss. Sounds like he works in an office, but, 626 Stitch. That's, Nightmare. Nightmare from the Kirby series, I know what you mean. Yeah. But no, about sleep, I have a friend who has, he sleeps with a, sleep mask, like, the thing that breathes air into him, because I think he has sleep apnea. But he also has like night terrors, like it's like panic attacks at night, basically, where you just wake up and you're having a genuine panic attack. CPAP, thank you. But yeah, he's had it, and it's gotten worse recently, where basically he'll wake up and he feels like he's gonna die, and it's just like genuine terror. And that is something I would never wish on my worst enemy. That is horrifying. I feel very bad for him. Hopefully he's able to get that sorted. But yeah, that is straight up, like, that is Darkrai, nightmare, fuel. But yeah, my, active dreams that cost me some sleep could be a lot worse. Yeah, no, basically, the way he's described it, I've never, like, seen it in person, but it's sounds like, honestly, the most unpleasant feeling impossible, basically, where it literally feels like you're going to die. And then it takes your body a while to calm back down from it. It's very sucky. Never take health for granted if you have decent health. Also, stretch. Posture. Ugh. That was free, but yeah. Posture check. Yeah. There's always something worse that you could have. Less good health. Right. 632. Yeah, we can make it to 700 by 30 after 20 more minutes. We can do it. Or hit a shiny. Come on. I don't even know what I'd do if I hit a shiny at this point. Come on. I don't know, I might just be me coping again, but I got a weird feeling I'm gonna hit a shiny soon. You sound a lot like my friend, actually. Yeah, we don't have to go into that, but yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, everyone has their own trials, their own weight that weighs them down. But yeah, appreciate the good things in life. Like this shiny. So does anyone have any plans for today? Anything fun going on? Yeah, like I said, I'm going to work in an hour and a half. But I like my job. We're busy. It's dinosaur season for summer reading. But yeah, other than that, I have no plans for today. I might risk Taco Bell later with no lettuce. Because again, the parasite is it's in Michigan. It's in the mitten. Yeah, don't worry. Taco Bell was proactive and removed all their lettuce, I've heard. That was funny. Growing up, I didn't like Taco Bell at all. Like, I had no interest in Taco Bell. It wasn't until I was an adult that I really like tried it for the first time, and then I finally found like the thing on the menu that clicked for me, and now I love Taco Bell. It's like my favorite fast food. It's not real Mexican food, but it's my favorite like fast food. That or just like, I don't know, like a McDonald's or Wendy's, not Wendy's, Burger King. Probably McDonald's is the second favorite. I just love their fries. But yeah, I like the yeah, they had something a couple of years ago that I really loved. I forget what it was called. It was like a value menu wrap thing. It had the best sauce. I loved it so much. But I'll usually get either the potato taco, spicy potato taco, the chicken melty cheesy thing. I don't know. I live on the value menu. I forget what it's called. Also, I love the quesadilla sauce, like jalapeno, whatever quesadilla sauce. But I only get quesadillas when they're on sale. They're way too expensive otherwise. And then sometimes I just crave a basic taco. But yeah, I am hashtag sponsored, hashtag Taco Bell. God, I'm so hungry. They also have contests like not every Tuesday, but on Tuesday sometimes they'll have a contest where you can win free swag basically. And I won one of those like a couple months ago, and I got like a free bag with hot sauce in it. That was really cool. The hot sauce was alright. It was like vinegary and not sweet, but like sweeter. It wasn't too spicy. I've been going through it. It's not my favorite, but it was really neat. And I won some like patches too. Basically, I like Taco Bell, and I'm hungry. Yo quiero shiny Pokemon. But no, because alright, last thing about the parasite, because that, like, you know, they're trying to determine 100% where it's coming from. And Taco Bell realized one of their suppliers of lettuce was a source, probably, so they stopped doing it, and they put out a press release, and like, we're stopping it, we're changing providers immediately, etc. Blah blah blah, and they had a really good response. But then like I heard stories like our grocery stores around here are just clearancing out the lettuce products that had that might be under recall eventually. It's like, bro, you're just like trying to sell them instead of getting rid of them. Harsh. Yeah, no, Taco Bell is like all modern fast food, basically, where all the deals are in the apps. Like, if you just walk up and order, it's horribly expensive. You gotta find the ongoing deals, and that's where it's at. It's another encrapification of modern society is that even fast food's expensive. But yeah, no, like, if it's actually supposed to be, like, recalled, you should obviously throw it out. And if it's expired, obviously, they're gonna throw it out a lot, too. But, like, it's insane that, like, if it hasn't expired yet, but it's possibly poisoned, that they're just clearancing it out. I haven't seen it myself, because I haven't been in that aisle in that store recently, but, it's just, it doesn't, I wouldn't put it past these companies to be doing that. It's my opinion on them. Which is why I'm happy when, like, Taco Bell does a genuine recall and, like, puts out a notice immediately. Just a normal reaction to it. It's like, it's a human reaction from a corporation. They can be nice-ish. I'm so hungry. I ain't stop talking about food. Be wolfing down a sandwich in the next 15 minutes. Alright, we are approaching 700 here, which will probably be around when we wrap it. So let's see if we can get that shiny here. Come on, we got more numbers than there were experiments in Lilo and Stitch. Still no shiny. But it could be that next one. It could be 658. No. This is probably how it should have went. I expected to go, but if I don't end up with a shiny, I will be a little disappointed. I pushed the baton forward, but I was not the one. Yeah, I do kind of love that trope in stories where it's like generational progress, basically. It's very depressing for the generation who has to suffer and not get their rewards, but I'm helping, so a future person will have landed a shiny. And don't tell me that the odds are independent and each individual shiny chance is unique and doesn't stack. Don't tell me the odds. Although it could do a funny thing here. But I doubt it will. You know, it would have been funny if I had the shiny count at 000, like I started with the encounters counter. Like, I'm that optimistic, I think we'll need triple digits. Come on, come on. Yeah, I think we'll cut it around 30 after. It's about 12 more minutes. I was wondering why that looked so weird. I had someone come online, one of my friends. I was like, what? I think it's so dark. If I was a professional, I would have turned that off. It's fine. We're almost done. I think everything basically went alright. We only had one lag fest. We woke up the alerts and they were fine. Everything else is looking pretty good. But yeah, hopefully y'all have had a nice time here, chilling here in the Great Marsh. It's called Chilling with Cody, but that sounded a little too weird, so I made it Morning on the Marsh. Also, that is one of my favorite things to do, unironically, is to, like, we have a lot of metro parks and state parks around here. Make a wish. I love to just like go on nature walks. It's definitely not a hike. I'm not going that far into nature. It's all paths, basically paved. But we have some very pretty nature around me that I like to, in the summer when the air's not choking me with smoke, get some fresh air. And we have one of our parks that's basically a marsh. Like one of the pathways, it's like a wooden walkway out above the marsh a bit. It's really cool. It's basically what the Great Marsh would be in real life if I could take the animals home with me. I can't take the animals home with me. I haven't asked, but pretty sure it's against the rules. But I like the nature. Marshes are great. People who don't like marshes and swamps, like, they don't appreciate how important they are for our biodiversity and our environment. Yeah, nature's cool. They're free as long as you don't get caught, I assume. Although maybe if you do get caught, it doesn't matter. I don't know, maybe your park's cool. But yeah, I don't think we've invented the Pokeball technology yet that will allow you to easily capture them. You have to use like a big net or something. And I don't know if they're like instantly friendly. They're going to treat it like you don't have enough gym badges and they traded the Pokemon to you. Unless you're really good with ducks. I got a bad feeling I'm not going to find a shiny now. That good feeling is evaporated. Such a bad feeling I'm going to want to like one more thing this repeatedly. Because if I stop, I'm stopping right before the next shiny, potentially. It could be this one right here. It could be the next one right next. I'm also surprised. I guess it's because I'm going between the screens so fast so it doesn't linger too often. But the music isn't driving me nuts yet. I think I've tuned it out until I just set it. Now it's back on frame of front of mind. But I thought it'd be going nuts about the sounds. That's not that bad. Yeah, I don't want to full mute it because A, it'd be too quiet and I don't have any background stuff, and B, the shiny Pokemon should make a noise, I think. So I'd hate to miss that. Audio cue. But yeah, if I were to do this long term, I'd probably find one of those like royalty-free music streams and just put that on in the background. Maybe mute the in-game audio except for the sound effects. Or just pay real good attention. Just put the iPad down while I'm playing. But yeah, I am happy with the pace I did, even with some shenanigans and some losing focus. We're gonna hit 700 in a little over 3 hours. Don't do the math on how long that would take to hit 4,000. It's still a while, more than an afternoon. That's a good amount. I was worried I'd only have like 300 before I actually got the pace going. So we hit a healthy amount of attempts. It's not over yet. This next one could be the first shiny. I'm so tired, I don't even know how I'd react. I definitely don't think it'd be high energy. It'd be more like, huh? Yeah, we're counting it down to 700 here. But yeah, I'll, you know what? Let's not do a proper outro. We'll do a proper outro while we're doing this. So I'll start that in a minute, but yeah. Because the proper outro usually is me just standing around doing nothing. But I'll do an outro while I'm still going for shinies. Because that would be really funny if I'm like, and good night, oh my god, a shiny. Right when I'm quitting. Yeah, we'll get all that in a minute here. And then, yeah, we'll be tossing it over to Zeldathon, where Caps is currently living for the week. They have a charity event going on, so we'll see whatever they're streaming, chuck it their way. Hopefully get some. Wait, Golbagarden has a Goldpedia has a Twitch channel reactions. But yeah, I appreciate everyone who showed up today for my early American stream. Hours are different around the world. I know it's gonna be later in Europe and much later further on, but yeah, this is a work day, and I was at 9 a.m. local time here, so. Not the most opportune moment for a lot of people. Although, I have fond memories of when we had 24/7 streams for charity events, and I would have basically this block during the day because I was jobless at the time, so I had all the time in the world. So I was just playing like Scarlet and Violet at 9 a.m. To a very quiet audience. It's very chill. do like these, even if they're not opportune for a lot of my time zone. But hey, this is peak second stream material, so it's great. Throw it on at work. Throw it on in the break room. Get the whole work fam watching. And then yeah, I think Archaic should be back for the next stream tonight. The Twitch schedule will be up to date. And you have missed nothing but the count going up. Nah, no shinies. Yeah, I'll be wrapping up in probably about 5 minutes or so. We're gonna get past 700, and then I'll do my full outro from there. But yeah, Archaic will be streamed tonight, and Emmy's got tomorrow's Safari Zone stream there, so he'll be back in Platinum, ramming his head against a tree. Hopefully, my luck today has pushed his luck towards that ultimate goal of 1 shiny. But yeah, I'm not a regular streamer. You won't be seeing me for a while, probably, until the next special event, because I'll be going back to school next month. But it's fun to pop on every now and then for these occasional occasions. And, well, by taking the bad luck that I've accumulated by not finding a shiny, I've put the overall shiny encounter amount closer towards that number where someone else should find the shiny. So by not finding it myself, I'm helping them find it. Don't tell me how math works, please. Please don't. I don't want to know that these are all individual instances and each individual instance is separate and does not affect the other ones. Because that just makes it sound like I'm crazy. Oh, have you ever seen Dragon Ball Z? Just like hold your hands up, Spirit Bomb style. That probably will work. Or I take check. Check your money order. Also, just to check, like, if there was a if there was a shiny Pokemon and like everyone was playing Big Goof and I missed it and no one said anything, now's the time where you can say something. Like, oh, like number 124, that was a shiny. You missed it. We didn't say anything. You can tell me now. It's fine. As I get ready to end it here. It's okay. I'll go back, watch the VOD, and cry. But all right, here we go. 700, and then we'll go a bit into overtime. But here's the big 700. But it wasn't a whooper that time. Alright. So let's spam it till we hit 30 after, and then we'll start my official wrap-ups. I am so bad at ending streams. You may not remember, might not be used to it, but I cannot say goodbye. I get all awkward, I repeat myself a lot. And then eventually I just hit end. Or raid in this case. Come on. The degenerate in me wants it. I want it so bad. If I had more time, I'd probably go to like 777. But I definitely do not have time. I go to work in 90 minutes. Yeah, I think we'll just have a basic, classic sandwich here for lunch, and we'll go from there. I feel like I need a nap. Try and sneak in a quick cat nap. I love naps so much. Should have time. 15-minute quick kip. And then I'll be raring to go for library work. Yeah, again, I kind of mentioned it, but like summer reading there in the library is the busiest time of the year, bar none. We have like events every week for sure. Like not every day, but we have a lot of events. So I've been feeling that too. I've been short-staffed too for a variety of reasons. Coworker who came back from real life Alola and broke his foot on the last day, so he's been out for 2 months, come back from Hawaii, the lucky duck. But yeah, he'll be back next week. We got hiring new people too, so that's like training them. Never a dull moment. We're at 30. Alright, so let's go to 7-Eleven, because that's a funny number, and then I'll start wrapping up. And any one of these next few could be the encounter. It could be it. It. And if I stop at 7-11, it could be 7-12. If I stop at 7-12, it could be 7-13. I hope whoever finds that first Bulba Garden shiny has a good clip. I doubt I'll be there, but I might be there. Yeah, 7-11. So we have to check to 7-13 now. For sure. Just 2 more. But 7-13 is a weird number, so I'll do a couple more while I'm saying the outro. But yeah, alright. Begin the outro after 7-13. If only. Alright. So yeah, let's begin to wrap it up here. So, yep. Thank you all for watching. We had a good 3.5 hour stream here. Unfortunately, real life obligations are gonna make me have to take a break, and I am so hungry. But yeah, we made it over 700. Very good amount, I'd say. But no luck here on these full-on shinies. I did catch one Meryl, I think, 3 hours ago on accident. But it was a regular Meryl, not shiny in any way, shape, or form, so does not count. Yeah, it was like one of these. But yeah, I think the sweet scent method worked pretty well, and I had fun. Bashing my head against the Marsh. I enjoyed myself. And thank you everyone who hung out. I appreciate everyone. Chatters, lurkers, Bulbabucks spenders, everyone in between. It was nice seeing y'all again. Yeah, I do not know when the next time I personally will be streaming on Bulba Garden. Don't have any regular plans for the future, because I'm going back to school. Wish me luck, good or bad. But yeah, there's plenty of other lovely streamers on our team who will be doing Safari Week stuff and regular streams alike. So if you liked me, you'll love them. So keep an eye out for that. Our Twitch schedule and the Discord is up to date with all the events. Like we discussed, our cake should be the next stream tonight, or in about like 8-9 hours, I think. And yeah, Emmy has the next Safari stream, I believe, tomorrow. That full schedule is on our Twitch and should be on the socials. I am stalling real hard here, huh? But yeah, other than that, again, I appreciate y'all. Wish me luck with school. I'll be going back to that grind next month. It's as mind-numbing as full-on shiny hunting, basically. I can't keep squeezing out attempts. I'm gonna have to quit eventually. Thank you so much. I don't know who else to thank. Thank you, Game Freak, for making the Safari Zone a thing and making shiny Pokemon a thing. Thank you to the sun for shining light on me today and allowing me to be warm enough to shiny hunt. Thank you, Nintendo, for making Pokemon games. Alright, we'll go to 7:30 and then I'll quit for real. I'll quit. You gotta quit on a round number. But yeah, thank y'all. I appreciate it. Yeah, perhaps next year, once I'm done with school, I'll look back into getting into the full-time streaming. We'll see where Pokemon's at, what my options are for that. I don't know if I'll ever go back to Stadium. I am kind of the Stadium guy, but those are, talk about mind-numbing. Maybe in moderation. But yeah. The worst part about streaming is getting ready for streaming and the technical support around streaming. The best part about streaming is streaming. It's actually fun. It's enjoyable interacting with people and playing the games. Alright, 5 more. 5 more. We'll call it at 30. But yeah, so we'll be rating Zeldathon here in a moment when I finally let you go. So yeah, give a warm Bulba welcome over there once I do let you go. And yeah, keep an eye on them and us for the remainder of the week because we have our respective events. And if the most clip-worthy thing from this is the montage of all the encounters I've missed and we actually hit 800, don't at me. Just let it be. Because I guarantee I've missed so many. 27. You hate to leave it without a shiny, but I don't think I'm special. I think I'm just another unlucky streamer. Alright, 3 more. 3 more attempts. Alright, 2 more. 2 more attempts. So we got like 13 Azurals that are 1% odds, which is double the odds of what we should have expected. Pretty good. Good luck in a bad luck scenario. 29. Alright. And what will the last Pokemon be? I think it's going to be a Beat Barrel. It's going to be lame, but it is what it is. Alright. The last one. Once I press A, there's no going back. This is it, guys. The last one. Nah, it was a Beat Barrel. At least I called it. Alright, so you, unfortunately, were not the lucky few who got to see our first shiny of the week. But if you check in tomorrow for Emmy's stream, perhaps he will have better luck. But yeah, 730 tries, no shinies for me. I've done my part, and I have not been fortunate enough. So let me wrap up for real now. Get ready to raid Zeldathon here. How do I raid? Search and filter. Searching for Zelda, right? Yeah, that's them. But yeah, thank y'all again. Okay, yeah, not Emmy. Maybe Abby or Mochi or someone else. You're right. You're 100% right. But yeah, so yeah, it looks like they're playing Majora's Mask right now. I have no idea how their event works, but yeah. If you can talk, give them a warm welcome. If not, give them a warm energy. And yeah, I will see y'all on the other side sometime in the future. You'll probably see me in chat long before you see me stream again. I'll be in someone's chat for this event most likely. But yeah, take care. Have a nice day. Be kind to one another. Oh yeah, I hit start raid first. Sorry, I hit start raid, then I start doing this. Be kind to one another. Brush your teeth. Do your taxes. Don't breathe wildfire smoke. Eat lunch. Drink your Ovaltine. Thank y'all. Have a great day. Until next time. Bye bye.